Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Are you fed up of losing to the bookies? Because I am.
I am as well.
I'm not very good at it, I can't lie, but I am good at beating my mates, and Le Bomb is the perfect app for that. What do they do, Reevy McGeevy?
So, you know that thing that we do at the end of each pitch side?
Yep.
Where we basically predict score lines and basically think that we're really good at ball?
Of the Prem.
Yeah. Le Bomb offers a service where you can bet against your mates, score lines, predictions, and the winner takes it all.
So it's what we do.
How have we managed this?
But with added incentive.
Exactly.
Oh my God. So not only do you get points for doing the correct scoreline, you also get the correct result.
Yes.
You know, it's very pitch side-esque. We absolutely love it. So, for example, who have you gone for? Chelsea Wolves.
Chelsea Wolves, I've gone with a 2-0 Chelsea.
See, I've gone 3-0. So both the same score, the result, but different scoreline.
Exactly. So if it was 2-0, I would get more points than Theo, but he would still get points.
So we'll leave a link in the description down below where you can download Le Bomb.
Get involved, play with your mates, try and take some money off them, gamble responsibly, and you have to be over 18 to play. We always finish each other's
Sentences.
Yes, nice.
We always finish each other's
sausages.
We got sandwiches. We went to the same sandwiches, and then we're going to Frozen. But anyways, welcome back to Pitch Side, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited for today's episode because we will be talking football. But Jake, welcome to the show.
Hang on. Don't undersell him. This guy has stories.
I know. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm excited.
So
but
if
Jake,
people don't actually know, you are the man behind which famous Instagram page?
Transfers.
Wow.
Big on it.
Yeah.
Jay, let's get a clap. Yeah, there we go.
Cheers, guys.
I followed it when it was quite new.
Yeah.
I did.
About 3 years ago.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So how many followers is it on now? Out of interest.
2.5 million, I think.
And you pretty much
2.6.
break every big story, or at least have done.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's a secret behind there, isn't there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I want to touch into it a little
few
bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I want to say this, by the way.
Yep.
So I'm looking at the current UK sports charts on podcast, Jake.
Oh, come on, let's have a look.
We got Crouchy at the top, number one. Fozcast.
He's back, isn't he?
Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Overlap. So two Gary
Yeah,
Nevilles.
Gary's
in the top
got
five.
two. That isn't
That's
fair.
unfair. And then it's Crouchy and Fozzie. All right?
Yeah,
That's two
yeah.
pro footballers. Number 5 is currently Pitch Stop.
Let's go. Come
Well
on.
done. and then, to be fair, number 6 is Sky Sports. And then it's us.
Woo!
Is it actually?
Yeah. Woo! Right there. I'm fine.
We are taking over.
That's unreal.
Mate, I think it's fair to say you've been online for like a long time.
Mate, so long.
There's a lot of different, you've done a lot of different avenues, haven't you?
I'll tell you what, I was buzzing to get on a podcast because I need to just talk about it all.
Yeah.
I've never gone on anywhere and just said about, this is the journey.
Yeah.
I suppose it's different on your own one, right? Because you have the structure and you can't just open up to what you want to say.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And I've never really had the audience that I've wanted to say it to. To be honest, I've always...
Here they are.
Yeah, I'm right here. No, yeah, it's been a crazy ride. I think back to when I was like 14 and I was literally working with people I still work with now, being paid like £1 to upload videos to their Facebook pages, going
Really?
into school.
Seriously?
And these people now are some of the biggest big dogs in the game. And I was working with them when they started their companies.
Yeah.
And we've all just come together and it's who you know.
Yeah.
So I just bounce off everyone and work with everyone. But I've done this since I was 14, 22 now. So.
But I suppose that sort of helped you in a way, isn't it? Because you've been doing it for so long, I guess you get to know so many people in the industry.
Yeah.
Do you think that's helped you when starting, say, transfers, starting Pit Stop? Do you think that's helped you with it all?
Definitely knowing people that I like asking people for advice. One of my biggest tips for anyone starting a business or starting anything is just talk to people. I will message 5 random people I've never spoke to every day and just start a conversation with them and pretend I'm interested in what they do and learn about it.
That's interesting.
And it definitely helps you because when you come up with an idea, you look at what they've done, you think about how you could work with them and you think about how you could help them. And at the end of it, you do end up with a group of people that are all involved in one project. I own everything I do on my own, but I have so many people that feel like they're involved.
Yeah.
And for me, that's important.
Do you think right now you are probably the happiest you've been? Or the busiest? Like, is it everything right now?
I guess busiest would be
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
I'm like absolutely non-stop because I went for a period of time where I felt like I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit like I was a YouTuber. I accomplished so much. Like, it was the most amazing. I was running with the Olympic torch when I was 18. I was like, this is unbelievable. Flying out to the Olympics, hosting Eurosport. I came back and everything just like fell apart, I guess. I had an audience which I didn't really want to create content for. It was predominantly female.
Yeah.
I love sport. I love gaming. I wanted to make that kind of content. So I just stepped away from it. That's when I got my house, renovated that. And then I was just like, this isn't going to fulfill me. I cannot stay down here in like Eastbourne on my own forever.
I was going to say, I remember, it was a while, but I remember like driving through, it was near, Asda, the big Asda near Sovereign Harbour.
Yeah. Crumbles.
The Crumbles, yeah.
Is this in Eastbourne?
In Eastbourne, I remember driving past. I saw your Range Rover at the time. Was it like a matte green?
Yeah, khaki,
Yeah, and I saw your number plate. I was like, it's Jake. And he just drove straight past me. I think I might have messaged you actually. I can't remember. It was years ago.
Yeah, we have spoken, known each other for a while. Yeah.
I think I messaged you. I was like, it's a small world. What? So where you're living in London now?
Yeah.
You're living in London. What was it that made you? I guess you went through that probably a lull period of not knowing what you wanted to do next.
I always knew I wanted to do football.
Yeah.
Because before I did YouTube, it's actually way before I was 14. When I said that, I think about it. Like I worked on Facebook since Facebook would come out. I was so young. Like I was going into school and everyone else were worrying about their exams. I was on the computer.
They want Bebo.
Yeah, they were. Bebo was class, by the way. And I'm desperately trying to recover my Bebo because there's some serious stuff on there.
Yeah. I remember my brother making me my Bebo.
Really?
It's on there.
You entrusted him with that kind of responsibility.
Yeah, I don't even.
Older brother or
older brother?
Oh, so not GB.
Not Geo Bakes.
Okay, right.
That would have been
disastrous.
I had a goal count on my Bebo for when I played for a team, and I used to upload videos off my Sony. I'd get my mates to record me playing.
Sony Ericsson?
So on my like one of them old phones. So there's like videos of me playing football on there when I was a kid. Like, I really want to cover my Bebo.
I never really had a Bebo.
I
was in MySpace.
Oh no, I never had that.
Because you're a different generation, aren't you? You're 30.
You little...
Are you 30?
No, I'm not. I'm 27.
Just turned 30. You are?
No, because
if people Google it, they says you're 30.
Does it actually?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Why, have you convinced the internet that I'm now 30 years old? No, but it's one of those that like the social media that you were on was dependent on the school that you went to. And because everyone that you're friends with was on MySpace, I'm not going to create a Bebo account for the people that I've never met. You know?
Could have connected with me, man.
I never knew you at that point. I'd have been 12.
That's true. But yeah, you were doing Facebook from the start.
Yeah, Facebook and all the other social medias. And I had this page called The Best Football Videos. And I started that a long time ago. And that's when I was working with one of my friends called Gary. And we've just like switched ownership of this account for like the whole, until now.
Yeah.
It's whoever needs it will use it, literally at the time. And I always wanted to do football. So that was always ongoing. And then when I started YouTube, I was like, I'm going to go. I give myself 100% into a project because I work on my own. And everything went into YouTube. Come away from YouTube and I was like, I'm going to start something new. And that is when I was like, and I'm going to do something with football. And it ended up that I was able to acquire transfers, which was one of the most amazing handles I could have possibly got for what I wanted to do.
Talk us through that like, how the hell did you get that at?
Just username claiming, really, who you know someone on Instagram that'll do pretty much
how many followers did it have when you originally acquired?
No, I claimed it. So from fresh.
So literally scratched it. Oh, wow.
And I have...
and that process has taken how long to get to where you are?
So it's been about 3.5 years, I think,
really
since
impressive.
I started it. And it's been quite a journey because when we started it, I'm happy to admit, for like the first 500,000 followers, I didn't know anyone in the sport world. So all of the news and everything we posted was just off Sky or BBC. You know, you see all these rumours and I think, oh, that'll do well. I'm going to make an edit on that.
Get it on there.
Yeah, 24 hours a day. All my friends used to come stay around my house because I took out a house and then there was way too many bedrooms, but I needed it because I had a dog at the time, so I needed a garden. And all my friends would just stay around, they'd party, and I'd be working all the time. They'd all say, like, they'd be around my house partying, and I'd just be sat in my room working in my own house. Go to bed at like 3, get up at like 9, always on the news.
Yeah.
Deadline week, like deadline day, you don't sleep. Deadline week, you don't sleep.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, take deadline day, for example, like, Sky will have hundreds of people working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's just you on your own, that is just relentless scrolling, looking for news, looking for transfers all the time. And you got to make graphics. You got to get up ASAP.
Pre-made graphics.
Yeah.
So we now will make, it sounds ridiculous, but we'll make like anything. We'll make everything that could possibly happen. We're working now on graphics for deadline day. Because they might not happen, but we've got them. And at the end of the day, sometimes you can get a great post out of like, which of these 10 transfers would you like to see? So we do reuse the content. But yeah, no, when you're working on your own back then, and I was just going through BBC and Sky, it's
so you're doing the Photoshop as well as...
I do some of the edits, but I have freelancers that I was away this weekend, so I'll be like, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? But we do it because we do it in advance. It isn't actually as rushed as you would think, because even though some things seem last minute and seem like they've come through, because I work with people I work with now, I usually know about it
exactly
ahead of time.
Do you think it's easier now? Because like if you took that page from the start, as you did, like I think say 5 years ago, it'd be so much harder to grow it because there wasn't no like explore page. I feel like the explore page now has made it made it easier to grow pages like that. So when was it like when you realized like, oh, this is starting to take off a little bit, and
when every single social media copied everything we did? Like I know for a fact that it's because I studied the whole market before I went into it. We started the graphic game on Instagram of like, this is lineups of like, compare this lineup or predicted lineup for the weekend or combined lineups or most valuables. All of this stuff was graphics we created, which then got ripped off by other pages, and their designs have just changed so much now that everyone does it. But no one, like even Sky, football pages back in the day used to just be pictures off Google, like a player from a game with a bio. No one ever really put the time into these graphics unless you were Sky Sports or BBC. Maybe they did. But a lot of big outlets still don't even do that. There's big sports pages now that just post pictures and that. And when everyone started copying it and when the Explore page started going well, you start getting a few footballers following you. For me, that was sick. Like, I'd never worked with any footballers. So out of nowhere, you get footballers commenting.
Well, because they're exactly the same as us, aren't they? They want to know what's going on around them. Like, I bet you some footballers have found out that someone has been signed for their club through transfers before they even know it.
Definitely, yeah. We see them like it. We see them like the post. So,
Have there been any footballers that have been involved in a move that have spoken to you about their potential transfer?
What was the one recently? Was it Botman to Tottenham?
Okay.
That didn't go through.
Yeah.
When we posted that, he liked it. And
really?
He replied something. I can't remember now. But yeah, it didn't go through. But we do get a few things. Like the other day, we tagged someone, a youngster, in a Wonder Kids post, and he replied, and he was like, "Oh, hopefully one day." And that was him tasting the land. Like, yeah, we do get engagement, and we have a very trustworthy relationship. But to be honest, most of it will come from an agent. You won't really speak to a player directly about that because they'd probably get pretty ruined by their team.
So obviously, building this page up and up and up. Like, when do you start making like contacts in the industry? When do you start when it's not just you? When do you start getting agents messaging you or reaching out to them maybe?
So I reached out when we started. I sent so many messages out to agents. I did so much research, heard absolutely nothing back.
How did you find agent details?
Took me forever.
Really?
Took me forever. There's so many websites where you can like find out the name of the company, and then you go to the company, you see which talent has who, and it took me a long time. And to be honest, I had absolutely no luck. And then I don't want to give like exact names for the simple reason of there's a lot of other pages that would just go and message these agents, and I follow most of them all, like my private Instagram.
But that's your money maker, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, because we work. So then an agent came to us, and he has some of the biggest talents in the world and some of the smallest talents in the world that are like up and coming.
Yeah.
And he said to us, "Would you be able to make a graphic like a?" Well, this was before we did the kit swaps, because that's what we're like known for now, these really high quality graphics. But he was like, "Could you do a post on our talent, who is this new talent coming up?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." No one had heard of him. And from that relationship with him, he would then provide us info for bigger names, because we'd then do more graphics for them. Yeah. And that's kind of how it's worked. Every time you meet an agent, we just help them. You know, like we don't get paid by them people individually for giving out news. Yeah. It doesn't work like that, but we just respect them. And I always say we, it's just me, it just sounds cool.
I think that's a good approach though, because I think a lot of people in your situation, if an agent came to them and said, "Can you do this?" A lot of people are like, "Well, pay me," or "No."
Yeah.
But
definitely.
I think you're thinking long game.
Oh mate, I'm happy to lose money on this all day.
Yeah.
Even though don't get me wrong, it's in a good position. I'll happily lose money on this for another 5 years. This is nowhere near where it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like I've got plans for this to like. So the big plan is genuinely one day to be an agent. I want to have a whole agency. We want to sign players. We got TV show plans. We got so much that could happen.
I fully back it. Yeah. I fully back it. Like the growth it's had in the last 3 years, like it can go so far.
I remember messaging you when you launched Pitch Side.
Yeah,
I was like, maybe we could do something with transfers with it, because I knew this would be so high quality. I knew you boys would do something amazing, and it is quality. This is like how I would envision a transfers podcast. So yeah, we basically want to do something like this, but I don't know how it will work yet. So we won't do it yet.
Has it been an expensive process thus far?
Mate,
really?
Really expensive. It started off like not that expensive because I wasn't spending any money. But when you start hiring editors, licensing, buying URLs, like you have to get all the website stuff sorted. We don't actually have a public website at the moment, but you have to have everything there in case you want to do it. Just like running all the socials, getting help from other people. You know, I'll sit courses, I'll spend money on learning myself, getting better equipment. It has cost. I sold my house for it. Like when I moved back down to Eastbourne to do this, I sold my house pretty much to be able to do this. So yeah, it's been expensive, and I'm still madly in the negative, like 100%. I made money from it, but I don't really like oversell it. You know, you see some pages that are always promoting like phone cases or anything. Don't get me wrong, we get offered amazing money to do this stuff. Yeah. This page, like averagely gets like 250,000 likes a photo. We get offered good money to do this. We just never do it. I don't care. Like I'd rather have no money and not kill the audience.
Yeah. So I think there's a good balance, isn't there? Yeah. Like you have to. I guess eventually, if you want to do TV shows and stuff, you want to build up. Yeah. I guess you could get investment and stuff, but you want to build up some form of like liquid at some point.
Yeah. Like we want to be respected by our audience at the end of the day, which has been one of the hardest things to get to, because when we didn't have any news coming in ourselves, it obviously meant we were posting a lot of stuff that might have been fake, might have not happened, but we didn't know I didn't know anything else. I mean, I was just posting the same stuff BBC and Sky were, just hoping that something would happen so I could be like, deal done, and try and get out before them.
You know, you've mentioned BBC and Sky there. Now, because of the contacts that you have, you kind of get news at the same point, if not before, that they might. Yeah. So have there been any problems with media companies of you being like the first to break something?
Never a problem, because like anyone can break anything whenever they want, realistically, and then the backfire would be on you if it's wrong. Never a problem for sure. I think we have the bigger problem in copyright now, because when we switch to the better quality style graphics, I think some of the graphics we make are so good. The quality really on it could be a photo you would never know, and people steal them. Obviously, they're all over Twitter, so I get pretty ruthless on that, and I do file a lot of copyrights, and Twitter accounts just get wiped straight away now. Like if we report one, the whole account. I guess it'd be annoying, because if you even say you watermark your stuff. Yeah, it's more annoying when they cut the watermark. I don't necessarily mind if they don't tag us, because I know that they might have just found it somewhere. But if you're going to take a picture of somewhere and cut the watermark and then almost post it as if it's yours, I just feel. Like I pay money for this. Like I have to license all this stuff. Like it's annoying. Cutting the watermark, it means they've gone out of their way to steal it. Whereas if you don't cut it, at least you're getting some recognition. Yeah. It must be so frustrating. This is what I'm saying. This is where we have the problem with some media outlets, because we even have some big media outlets do
now being new.
Yeah,
really
big ones, and a lot of American ones, a lot of foreign ones. And it's a difficult situation I'm in, because I have it like a takedown. So with Twitter, we can get stuff removed, and with other socials. But I don't want to go and wipe like some of the biggest networks as Twitters in the world. So I contact them, don't hear back. And it's a difficult divide. Like, how far do you take this? Well, I could annoy a whole network. They think because we're so big, we can do whatever we want. Yeah. But it's just complete. Like I remember, for example, a few years ago, 433. I've worked with them now, and I've got a good relationship with them now. But back in the day, they would steal content like there is no tomorrow. I remember I did a video of Griezmann, and I got him to do like Fortnite dances and drop down and stuff. It's quite funny. And they cut him out of the video and like placed him in their own video. So it was my video, but they've masked him out of the video and put it in like another video. No tag, no nothing. And I was like,
I had it with Messi in a pack as well, like the first Messi in a pack of 22.
And funny story, sorry.
They're just carry on.
I was on a bus at an event. And I was talking to my friend about this, and the guy behind me was the guy that worked at 433.
No way.
And he was like, mate, don't worry, I can speak to them and stuff like that. So now, you see a lot of these accounts now asking for permission, because they back in the day, they were ridiculous.
Well, Lad Bible, for example, they used to be a page that would just take everything.
Yeah.
And now they actually offer people money for the content. Like the game's changed.
They have to because they would just get so much hate. People just shit on them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Fast forward 3 years, you're where you are now. You've got
Yeah.
some good relationships with some big people in the industry.
Yeah.
Fabrizio.
Yeah.
How did you get talking to him?
That's been ongoing for quite a long time now. I think it started, he saw one of our graphics a couple of years ago and was like, can I post this? And I was like, oh my God, Fabrizio Romano was
Well, he asked though.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Yeah.
He asked.
And he's kind of blown up over the past sort of 3 or 4 years as well, right?
Mega. It was Sancho deal.
It
literally
was.
Made him
He's the go-to
mega.
now, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, and it's because he just is the agent's man. So anything goes through agent will go to him. And we just worked with Fabrizio on, I guess the best way to put it is if Fabrizio breaks a big story, the graphic will come from us.
Yeah.
So
I've seen it every
we
time
will know
now.
about it at the same time he does. A lot of the time we know about it before because we speak to the agents with him.
Yeah.
But I have a respectful relationship in him. I'm never trying to post it before him. If he tells me something, I'm not going to go because we always make 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
If we hear something, so he posts something and we post something, the same player. But even if he gives me something, and we wouldn't post it first and say deal done, because even if I hear from that agent that I know he's got that news as well, I won't post it first. I want him to break it. We're not trying to be an individual breaking it.
Yeah.
We're just a news page.
Yeah. I guess it's a very much a mutual thing. So he'll give you the information of this deal's happening sometimes, and then you go, here's the graphic for it. So you both benefiting massively.
Yeah, definitely. Our chat is literally just the him to him, him to there. Can you make graphics? Send it. Like Rudiger to Real Madrid the other day.
Yeah.
It was just like Rudiger Real Madrid. Have you got one? I was like, yeah, here you go. And then it just goes up straight away.
What's it like on deadline day? Because I've seen
Chaos.
he now
Goes live.
He goes live, doesn't he? So does he still work for Sky?
He's Sky Italia.
He is still at Sky Italia,
Sky
but he's
Italia.
doing his own thing as well.
Yeah. So I'm big in the business side, and I want to sit down with him because I think he could do amazing things on his own.
He
to be
really
honest,
could.
and he needs a rebrand because he could absolutely batter it more
I
than
agree.
he is.
Yeah.
But even though he's the king, but
Yeah.
he could definitely do more if he was on his own, I think. But he's Sky Italia, and he does his live show on deadline day, which is really funny for me because I watch it. I'm like watching Sky and everything going on, and I watch it, and then I see him like, he's like, he gets on the phone and he walks out, and then I can hear him on the background. As soon as he says like bye or something, I get a text.
It's you, yeah.
And then it's like Nuno Mendes PSG and
Yeah.
got a graphic, and then I was like, I like send the graphic straight away, and then he goes back on, and he's like, here we go, deal done, Nuno Mendes PSG, and then he posts it and we post it, so it works like that. But we have that with so many agents now. That a lot of the time we will know about stuff way in advance. Like transfers, if you actually really do scroll through the feed like over the last couple of months now, pretty much everything we said has happened or will happen. There's still stuff where we haven't posted in like 3-4 days, and I'm like, I don't want to just not post in 3 days. I'm going to post like a rumor, or I'm going to post like don't get me wrong, every news site does the same. Sky Sports will break amazing news, but they'll still post stuff that won't happen. Everyone does. You have to. But you do get fed the news first, which is one of my favorite stories is the Ronaldo one, to Man United, because I was at my friend's house. We were like painting his house, renovating it. And I got a message through it. Like when I look back, the message came through at 12 and it was like, Ronaldo to Man United. Have you got a graphic? It's done. And I was painting my mate's house like downstairs. I wasn't on my phone. And I went back upstairs at 4:00. I was downstairs for 4 hours and I saw the message at the 12 and it was like Ronaldo to Man United. Ronaldo to Man United's done. Can you send a graphic? So I sent the graphic, bang. As soon as I sent it, the whole world knew, but no one knew. So I was told 4 hours before anyone else.
Essentially
And no
broke
one
it.
else
Essentially
knew.
broke it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
So how shortly after Theo said Dan Burn was going to Newcastle,
amazing, by the way. Amazing call.
Did you start making up those graphics?
We had, straight away. As soon as he said it.
I told you it was going to happen.
The whole team was
It's
on
the
it.
9 fingers. I can see it happening.
That was amazing, by the way. Great call.
What can I say? Written in the stars. So go back on the Ronaldo thing. So obviously, at the start, there was a lot of rumours he was going to City.
Yeah, it was.
Was there any truth in that?
I was hearing from certain people that from different agents hear different stuff, and I get fed information, and I'll make everything just in case.
Yeah.
And at the time, I believe we were in the right to promote that it was close to City because everyone else was.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything. I wasn't hearing from anyone whether that was close or not, other than big news outlets. But there was such big names reporting that this was happening.
Yeah.
A page like ours have to cover something on that.
Yeah.
So we put like rumor, this is close, like blah.
I think there's nothing wrong with that as well.
So if I'm not sure about something, I'll say who said it, Like, if I'm sure about it, I don't even quote anyone because I don't need
not
to.
liable,
I know
right?
it's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's coming direct to me. So, but if I don't want to be liable, I will definitely tag someone else or say they said it. But yeah, there was truth in the City thing. It definitely could have happened, but I think behind the scenes it was all a smokescreen to go to United, which I learned pretty quickly when it was like 12 o'clock and all like some of these big outlets were like, Man City are going to announce Ronaldo in the next couple of hours, and I'm being told done to Man United.
Really?
You know, so it's it's pretty crazy. It's crazy for me, to be honest, because I love football. Like, you know,
it must be, right? Like, as a person who loves football, being told the information before the entire world is pretty fucking cool.
And it's all just from making graphics. Like, it's such an easy. Anyone could do it. Well, I say anyone could do it. It took me about a year and a half to find the best graphics designers in the world.
How quickly did they get the content back to you after you say, yo, I need a picture?
I have about 4 people that I can go to. So a lot of the time I'll just send them all the same thing. I'll be like, can you do this? So technically they know about it before anyone else as well.
True.
So they all have to be contracted and everything. And then I'll send it to all 4 of them. So whoever sends one back first, they all can do the exact same style and it will all look absolutely identical.
What rough time?
Oh, we're talking. Where if I haven't got it already, I have it back in 20 minutes max.
Really?
Yeah, and if not, I can do it, and I can pull them out in like 10 minutes because that's why I've studied design so hard and done courses so that I can do that if I need to. I never want us to fall apart.
Was that after you started transfers that you took those courses?
Yeah. Even now, like I'm in talks with my management to get me into like editing courses, video courses. Like for me, like I just want
to. It's good to have, especially because I know I've been in. We've all had situations where we've messaged graphic guys and they're not around because they're just normal people. Like they do have lives outside of doing graphics constantly. Yeah. So to have the ability to be able to know and trust yourself, like, look, I can get this up now. Yeah. Like that must be so safekeeping. What do you think? Well, actually, 2 questions. What in the last 3 years, what has been your most exciting transfer to break or that you found out?
The Ronaldo one was amazing because it was like, I was with my mate who didn't even know anything about football. Yeah. And to be able to say to my mate who like doesn't know anything about football, you are one of the first people in the world to know about Ronaldo to Man United. And he was like, what? Like who? Like that's so funny. Yeah. So that was an amazing story. And also I'll just say, probably the Nuno Mendes PSG because I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. They had gone off a live and they'd be like, it's done. And then I'd send it and then he goes back on the live. I just find it really, at the end of the day, everything is coming from Fabrizio because I feel like he does a bit like what I do. You hold a relationship with people. Yeah. So probably them. I think this window now is going to be like so exciting for me because I know that we work with so many people that will hear about stuff first. Yeah. But there hasn't been anything really that I've like broke first just because I haven't wanted to. But we hear about everything first. Yeah.
What was the second question?
The second question was, this summer, do you think is going to be the most exciting or the biggest transfer that you're going to
see the biggest transfer window we've ever seen. Yeah. So it always is now.
Haaland
every year it's going to be better because of snowball effect.
Haaland to City is going to be huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will happen.
Yeah.
I made a video. I'm trying to put my face to transfers now because at the end of the day I want to be a sports presenter. So I did a video the other day like Haaland to City is almost undoubtedly going to happen and gave the stats and that. And then I was thinking like, this is great because it's going to happen. And then everyone's going to see me saying that. The only way that doesn't happen is if the deal just completely falls apart. Yeah. And it can happen. I can sit here all day long and go, it's so close because it is.
Haaland could just at one point go, don't go.
Exactly. Yeah. No matter what anyone knows or what anything says, it could still fall apart. So until it's genuinely deal done, it isn't deal done.
So we've got Haaland. Anything else we want to look forward to? What's the rumours circulating at the moment? Without breaking any
leaking news.
What do you want to see?
I think this Gabriel Jesus thing's really interesting. What do you think as Arsenal
fans?
I
think I want to see him there. So good. I think
I have my like reservations, but I still think it's a good signing.
I feel like he's just been trotting along at City, and now
he won't want to play the second.
He won't because he's proving that. Look,
he's third field to Alvarez and Haaland, isn't it? Because I mean,
he's proving he's a goal scorer now.
Yeah,
like I feel like he's been trotting along. Like, where is this Jesus that we were promised? Now he's starting to show it. I just feel like under Arteta, it's a young squad being built around him. Like he'll go to Arsenal. There's no Aubameyang. Lacazette's probably going to leave or just not. He's not number one.
Like I don't think Lacazette will be Arsenal in the year.
No, I don't think so. Jesus will be number one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure when he originally went to City, all of his sort of dreams and visions were towards being the superstar. Yeah. And he's never going to get that in a team full of them.
No.
Where they only play a system based style.
Do you
But
think
now
he'll be a
at
number
Arsenal-
9 at Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
put
he's
through
who
middle.
Arsenal need, or would there be another striker you would say, let's go get him instead?
I'd have loved to have
We
got Vlahovic, but
Aren't we looking at?
That was so ridiculous,
yeah,
by the way.
so
Covering
annoying.
that deal was...
Oh yeah, because of course you were on the
Oh,
inside.
that was-
Oh my God.
Du- du-
Covering
du-
that deal was
So you're an
chaos.
Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah.
So
and there's a divide when it's Arsenal transfers because I want to tell the world.
Yeah.
Like, I love this club. I've been an Arsenal fan my whole life. If Arsenal news comes through, I want to break it. And I want to
Yeah.
tell the world. And with that deal, I was working with, so Chris Wheatley is really good at Arsenal news. You might know him. He does all Twitter. And so he knows a lot of Arsenal stuff first. And then Fabrizio telling me stuff, other people telling me stuff. And it was like, I was being fed the most different stories from everyone. Some people was just saying it was never even happening and he was always going to Juventus. Some people were saying like, yeah, they've accepted the offer, which is true.
Who do you believe at that point? When you're
I
getting
guess-
so much misinformation.
I go with it's true because I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah. I was like, I hope it's close.
Yeah.
So I just went with it's close. And that was probably a mess up from our point of view. But at the end of the day, that's news.
But he's smashing it. He left them and he's smashing it.
Yeah, he is doing
I was
good there.
gutted. I saw we were linked with another striker who I've heard of, but I can't remember his name.
Is it that Victor Osimhen?
Osimhen
Yeah.
from Napoli.
Yeah.
I've used him a lot on FIFA.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of special cards, but when they have a lot of special cards, it means they're scoring goals.
I like it.
It is true.
But this is how the Dan Burn one came about. He had an inform.
What are you going to call
sent-
now? Go on. And I'll put it on transfers when it comes through.
Osimhen and Jesus. No, I think Jesus will happen. I don't think Osimhen will happen. I think
Jesus could happen because I think Arsenal are in a standing ground there with Arteta and Pep and the talks between them. Like, have you seen the like ideal deal that they're going to do for it? Like, it's like
he's
gonna
doubling
be,
his wage, like 3 to 6 mil.
They'll double the wage, but also it's such a small fee for a player of his standard, realistically. And Arsenal don't even have to pay up front. Like,
Really?
No, it'll be like spread over like 5 years.
Oh,
or
that
so.
happens a lot though in football. Doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, Arsenal are in the best position they've been in a long time. Like, it's the lowest wage bill since 2012.
We freed up a lot of player
For a
wages.
team to be
Aubameyang,
competing for the top 4 and have the lowest wage bill since 2012 in the current market where every team is doubling their wage bills, it's absolutely unbelievable Arsenal are in this situation.
Yeah.
If we secure top 4, I genuinely believe every big player in the world wants to be in the Premier League now for the sponsorship, everything.
And especially with
the ongoing
Champions League as well.
Yeah. I think Arsenal could sign pretty much whoever they want if they're in top 4. They've
Who
got
would
the
you
money to
pick
throw
up?
at anyone.
Well,
as a man
we can
that's
talk.
worked
We
in.
can talk through one of your latest posts.
You're gone.
20th of April. It was who do Arsenal need to sign in the last?
Oh
it's a
yeah,
good
that's a
question.
perfect example of us taking all the graphics that we make and wanting to use them.
Isaac.
I would have been happy with that, but I would have rather Vlahovic all day long.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and to be honest, the only way it would have happened would have been if it was a release clause at deadline day on Isaac, and I don't know whether we'll go back in for him because it will probably still be the same release clause. It's a bit too much.
Have
money,
you
I think.
you know the release clauses? Have you seen the Barcelona centre back? Is it Arrah? Who's it?
Oh yeah, he just signed his new contract.
£1 billion.
But they're just putting that on every single
Pedri's
youngster.
got the same,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
A
They'll slap it
billion.
on Gavi in a second. It's just
The release,
For a
I do
billion.
like the idea of a release clause. I like it because if a player wants to go, just pay the money and I'll go. But when you put in a billion, that's too far. Tielemans to Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of this.
He
transfer.
loves
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
me
think
too.
Yuri's insane.
Last season when it was spoken about and we were linked with a lot of centre mids, that was the one for me that I really wanted over the line. And a bit of me still would quite like that to happen, especially if Leicester don't do anything really special. That probably could happen.
You've actually got me quite excited by breaking down if Arsenal get top 4, got a low wage bill, like we're back in Champions League.
mate,
That's actually really exciting.
It's the
Really
lowest
exciting.
wage bill since 2012.
Yeah.
We're the only club in that competing for that gap right now that wouldn't have to sell players to sign players. If a player wants to leave a club, it's a bit like City. Why City are the only club that can get Haaland right now? They genuinely have the money to go. Here you go, it's done.
Yeah.
Unlimited wage bill.
We have the money to do that, but to get top, we have to be in Champions League to sign these big names.
Yeah.
If we can get that top 4, this club will be completely reformed.
I really back Arteta. He's made such smart
back
It's
Arteta.
Edu as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've made such smart decisions in the last transfer. Yes, we were the biggest spenders, but they were smart spenders. Very
If
smart.
you're going to be the biggest spenders, but then also get the lowest wage bill, it shows you're doing something right because you're getting rid of the people you need to get rid of.
Yeah. Like getting rid of Aubameyang was like, oh, what? We got no money. We freed up fucking 350k a week.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the dressing room, the morale went up. Like it was unbelievable.
Also, if Lacazette goes, that'll free up quite a bit. I think the next one is. What do you think about Pepe?
I'm a big fan of Pepe, man. I am, but it's not happened.
It's one of those, isn't it? Where I remember that like cup game, wasn't it, where he got like 2 free kicks, or I can't remember what happened.
Last day of the season last year.
Oh yeah, of course.
My man Pepe.
It was a Europa League game. Right?
Oh yeah,
Where he scored 2 free kicks.
And I loved him then. I
went to that game.
Were you there?
I went to the game and decided to leave early.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I had to like catch a train or something. I missed him. I was like,
but the biggest problem now is he's competing directly with Saka.
Yeah.
Who is one of the best players in the entire league. So
facts.
And I don't think he wants to be a second string sort of player. So
if he goes, like, I wouldn't mind it.
No, well, if he goes and Lacazette goes, which is, to be honest, Pepe may end up staying because I don't really know who's going to come in and give him a wage packet that is going to match what he's currently on.
Well, a lot of clubs will want Lacazette. Yeah. Because he's proven.
Definitely. And if Lacazette and Pepe did go, the wage bill would probably be the lowest it's been since like 2005. Yeah. It'd be so low.
Average age as well just plummets after that.
We got the lowest average age in the Premier League.
But that's what I mean. Like Lacazette's a granddad compared to the rest of the squad.
Did you see... Man United's new strategy with their new manager when he comes in is basically going to be to rebuild what Arsenal have done.
Yeah.
They just want a complete youth system that actually works instead of just.
But that's what he had at Ajax, right? So he's doing what he knows.
It shows that Arteta's doing the perfect thing. You have to do this now in how much it costs to sign players and wages. You have to respect your youth.
Yeah.
And I think Arteta has come in and done that, and it might have taken a little bit of time.
Won an FA Cup as well. I remember that.
Yeah. I believe we could get top 4 this season, but I say this as an Arsenal fan who has lived through, as you guys, many years of it nearly happening and not happening.
Yeah. It was just those 3 losses on the bounce, and then we beat Chelsea United. I'm like, what? This is so Arsenal.
That's what I mean. Like
we don't beat Chelsea United. We don't beat top 6 teams, but we are.
But that's the benefit of beating those teams is we've taken points off our competitors.
Yeah, very true.
So I mean, obviously, it's not great.
Spurs,
it's not great to like lose to teams that we should be beating, but so long as we beat the teams around us, they can't do a sin.
Yeah. This guy,
Arthur Melo, that was another deal that was chaos to deal with.
I remember that one. It was. Is he going? Is he not? They
just needed a replacement, and they just couldn't get it through, and it was so last minute. Yeah, that was chaos.
Eden Hazard.
That was probably a bit of clickbait. Probably never.
You know what one I was really backing for a while? It was Maddison.
Yeah.
I think it would
still potential
Arsenal
for next
season
as well.
Arsenal were in talks of like everyone on there. Like definitely, they wanted everyone there. They were trying to get someone in because they were just offering wages and offering deals that meant they could spread it. And
there must be like some sort of rose tinted glasses towards how we view Leicester players, because the amount of Leicester players we've been linked to over like the last 5 years is crazy. It was like Vardy, Mahrez.
What do you think of Dembele? Who's been Dembele? Because he's.
Do you think he'll stay or go? Because
I think he enjoys his football now, right? So
he is enjoying it more, but he's still, if he stays, is going to have to.
He's back with Alba.
Half his wages.
They were the dream team at Dortmund. I mean, he's probably just enjoying.
It's just if he stays fit, isn't it? Like
I don't know what team in the world is going to go and throw him ridiculous wages.
Because he'll be like 400k a week.
Yeah, well,
he'll be so stupid.
To stay at Barca, he has to like half his wages. So I don't know what will happen there, to be honest. He said he was leaving, didn't he? And then he didn't leave because no one got him at the end of the last window.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see.
What do you think is the most surprising transfer we might see?
I think you're definitely going to see some of the biggest players in the world leave their clubs. I mean,
I would put money on Lewandowski leaving Bayern Munich.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. I was about to say that's probably one of the most surprising ones you're going to see. He actually, all the media report that he wants to stay, wants to leave. Everyone's doing different things, but I think he does want to leave.
He wants to go to Barca, right?
Oh, I think he's probably in a similar scenario as Salah. That it's not about the money; it's about wanting to play for a different club in a different league, living somewhere else. Like if you spend so long in Germany, so long in Munich, so long in Liverpool, why not go do 4 or 5 years in Spain, in Barcelona, at Madrid? Like you could just have a completely different lifestyle. Take your family, playing for Barcelona, Real Madrid. Everything just goes up.
Yeah, as long as you're switching between like Champions League teams, these players are going to be happy realistically, and they're friends like with players there through nationalities, and I definitely could see it happening. I think it'd be interesting if we try and figure out like a snowball, because if Mbappe goes Madrid and then Haaland goes City,
That's
you
what
can then
happened with the
start
Bale
figuring
transfer,
out the gaps of who will go where quite easily, I think. Because I've thought for a long time that PSG are very likely to nab Salah.
Really?
Yeah, because if they get rid of Mbappe, I just feel like they might nab Salah and be like, okay,
he's the only one who can replace him.
Kind of, yeah. In my eyes. If they don't get Salah, PSG will be able to sign whoever they want anyway. So I don't think they're going to have I don't think they're going to have a problem. But the snowball is going to be ridiculous because if Lewandowski does then go to Barcelona, who are Bayern going to sign? Bayern will probably bring in like a big dog. Maybe they'll then go for like Isaac's release clause or
Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, I've seen that because it's going to be interesting because you've got Dybala leaving Inter as well, and he's
linked with Liverpool, right?
Yeah, I think he'll go Atletico though.
Juve.
Right.
Yeah, leaving Juve. Yeah.
Wait, where's he going?
Don't quote me on anything I say.
Where's he going?
I think he'll go Atletico.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And you've got Joel Felix, who also is quite unhappy.
Luis Suarez is probably leaving to go Villa.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I would love that to happen.
Oh my God.
Stevie G link up.
With Coutinho.
Rewind the tape.
Coutinho.
Yeah, it's true.
What? You know what, Louis? Just do it. For the culture.
Why not?
And why would he not? Ask him a question. Why would he not go to Villa for a season?
I don't know him personally, so I can't really ask that.
Or go into Miami.
Into Miami.
Go save that club. Romeo and Higuain need a bit of...
Two of the best La Liga strikers of recent history.
I forgot about Higuain completely.
He still exists.
Gone off my
he
mind.
played for Chelsea once.
What?
We were talking about on the stream last.
That's one of my favourite things to do.
We were talking about
for
if you look at Chelsea. Let's take Chelsea specifically. They've had the most random players play for them. So random. Pato, Falcao, Higuain, Quaresma, Deco, Alex, Veron.
Yeah.
Bloody.
Keep going.
Bellotti.
Go on.
This is impressive.
Is it Bellotti?
Bellotti.
Did he play there?
Bellotti.
That's ridiculous.
Bellotti.
I believe you because it's random.
Yeah, I know. They've had some well-random players playing for their club.
They make a few signings.
And most of them that you've mentioned are strikers that they still can't.
Well, it's the Chelsea number 9
Yeah, it's the Drogba curse, isn't it, really?
The only one who did a
about,
decent job with Diego Costa.
What do you think about Lukaku?
He's gone.
Where will he go?
Back to Inter.
Interesting. Yeah. I think he will go as well. But then who did Chelsea then sign? The snowball this window is going to be ridiculous.
They might not even need to sign. He's not playing. They got Kai Havertz. They got Timo Werner.
Are you talking about Bellotti that plays for Torino?
I don't know.
The current.
No, Belletti.
Giuliano Belletti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea.
See?
Fair play.
Yeah, but it doesn't count if you say a completely different player's name.
Shut up, man. We know who I was talking about. I
did.
know who I was talking about.
All right. In your head, you had the FIFA card come up. So is there any one particular sort of post that you, when you were originally building the page up, you were like, wow, this is way bigger than I expected it to be?
Yeah, I actually remember it was Aaron Ramsey to Juventus.
Really?
Our page, we used to get like maybe, this was when it was smaller, like 30, 40,000 likes. I was like, that's amazing. I'm putting bear in mind we posted at that time 16 times a day.
16 times a day?
Yeah. Every hour. Like every hour from the morning until night.
How?
Every hour. So that I used to just schedule posts. I didn't sleep. A lot of it was templates. So all you had to really do was just drag a few photos and change the text.
But you got to think of ideas to post.
Yeah, it was hard.
Do you attribute the success of the page to just how many posts you're putting out, or just the quality of the
At the
posts
time
you're
of
doing?
growing it, yeah, because we were introducing so many new styles of graphic that it was exciting.
Right.
One of the things we did well was push engagement, so comments were just flying. Like we could get so many more comments than like other sports pages. But this Aaron Ramsey one just blew up, got like 150,000 likes, like clearly unexplored, gone mad. And I think from there, the page just kind of molded really nicely. And now it's in a position where I don't actually have to post for 3 or 4 days. You know, I don't want to put out stuff. If we haven't posted in a while, like I said, I'll post something. But
I think maybe at the start, it's definitely quantity over quality. And as you start building an audience, you want to retain it. You move towards quality over quantity.
yeah, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. I don't know how it would work doing the same thing now if I was building it, because so many people do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think the beauty in it was that we were new. And like all these graphics no one had seen before. So instead of people just seeing the same thing and scrolling past it, they were seeing it like, oh, I'm going to read that. I'm going to look at it. People were actually spending time on our photos, like reading what we were doing.
That's what it is, isn't it? It's like retention on the post itself. I think is what pushes it.
We know we got a ridiculous amount of shares as well. Like people just
they were just sending
it.
WhatsApp groups, don't they, all the time, and like DMs.
That really pushed it.
Who would you say has been the biggest person to either DM, like, or follow transfers? Who were you like? Look who's like the photo.
There's a load of footballers, to be fair. Like Aubameyang's liked the stuff, Coutinho's liked stuff. The list of people that have liked stuff is ongoing.
Yeah.
They talk about it and they like it. But one of my favourite things is that Alisson's blocked us.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because ages ago I did a post and it was like comparing the keepers, and at this point it wasn't very good for Alisson. Like he looked horrendous on this stat.
Oh shit!
And he just blocked us. So from then on, whenever we did anything with like Liverpool and we had to tag all the players, I used to just write in the bio like, "Can't tag Alisson, he's blocked us." And then you'd get like 10,000 comments of everyone tagging Alisson. Like, why did you block them? Why did you block them?
Wonder if he still got you blocked.
No, he has.
He has still got you blocked.
I wonder if he just sits there on like FB ref checking his stats after every game. You know,
These bastards.
yeah.
Check my stats now.
I bet he's still got us blocked. I won't even be able to find him because I can't.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Nothing comes up. Even when you go on Liverpool's page, just type in AL. Nothing.
It's got you blocked. Right, Alison, if you are watching this,
unblock us. We're nice people.
transfers are very sorry.
And come on pitch side.
And come on pitch side, to talk about how much you went through during that block.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, emotional turmoil. Yeah. Do you think they'll win the quadruple out of interest?
Well,
because there's a current talking point. Exactly. That's
Rio
what
was
I mean.
talking. He said, "If I back it, I back what he said. If they,
absolutely.
if they win the quadruple, they're the best."
He said, "Immortals, right? They're immortalized."
Are they the best English side or the best club side in the world of all time? I think English side.
He said Prem side.
Best Prem side of all time.
Do you reckon they did it?
No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. No,
I don't.
I just thought I'd put a
I
question out there.
don't think they win anything.
Well, they've already got one.
Oh, well, okay.
They got the League Cup.
Anything else?
You don't think they win the FA Cup against Chelsea?
No.
Or you don't think they win the Champions League?
Against City or Real Madrid? No.
Really?
For me, that's Real Madrid.
I don't. Yeah, same.
I've said for a little while. I think Madrid will take it.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. But fair enough, you know.
Mate,
I like a difference.
Real Madrid
Of
got the best player in the world.
They do, to be fair.
I think City get the title, and I think Chelsea
You say
win.
Real Madrid got the best player in the world?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Benzema.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope it's Benzema.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Vinicius.
What are we seeing from Benzema? He's a transformed man.
That left-footed volley
He
against
is
Chelsea.
unbelievable.
The Panenka.
after missing 2 penalties the game before,
Here's one for you.
to have balls to do that.
I saw a tweet yesterday. It said, if away goal still exists, does Benzema take it as a Panenka?
I think the whole tournament's different if away goals still existed, because teams just set up to defend.
They'd be more cautious,
at
right?
home, right? Yeah.
I think he still would.
Do you reckon?
I think he's at a point in his career where he is so confident.
Yeah.
And he's almost being like, he's not, maybe he'll have a few more years, but he's coming towards the end of this prime period. I know he's in it and he's unbelievable. And we're probably going to see it for a little bit longer, but he wants people to remember him.
So remember, he missed 2 pens in a row before we took this Panenka.
Yeah.
Is the away goal, I think, taking it at first, I did not like.
I think it's an amazing rule.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But now, back it. I love it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. And
it makes games more
understand
exciting.
it.
Then beforehand, I think, yes, we're not going to see PSG, Barcelona, anything like that, but we'll get equivalents. We'll get different kinds of it. I think now it makes games more exciting, and there's no. Yes, we saw Atletico do it, but it's going to be more rare. We're going to see more
exciting. But that's their style of play. That's not really like how they.
But
approach
they went
games.
extra.
Yeah,
they went. They didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
All right. They just sat behind the game. I think now we're seeing exciting.
There's more changes to the format coming as well, isn't there?
I saw the Champions League changes.
Yeah. There's the semi-final is going to be single leg. The final is going to be played.
I didn't know any of this.
It's all going to be in the same week.
Well, I saw a different Instagram page, mate. Should
It's all going to be in the same week apparently. So they have like the semi-finals at the start of the week and the final at the end of the week.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I guess we'll probably go in 2 years' time, and after they do the change, we'll be like, yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
I like 2 legs. It makes it exciting.
Yeah, I like 2
it makes it exciting, doesn't it? Like, it means, like, Real Madrid lost 4-3, okay? But they can still go through. If they imagine the scenes when they beat Man City next week. When?
For me, that I quote me on it if it doesn't happen, but for me, that's when. I think Real Madrid have won the Champions League this year. I think they just.
I agree.
I just think, yeah.
I mean, fair
The
enough.
Champions League
It's
Man
a-
City
it's a good
always
TikTok.
fall at the last hurdle. Like if City go do it, then fair play because they haven't been able to get close for so
yeah.
long.
If City do it, it will be this year, but I still think Real Madrid.
No, it'll be next year
I
when
think City
they
will
get
win it.
Haaland.
Yeah.
mate.
Okay,
I
maybe.
think when City get Haaland, it's going to be a bit ridiculous.
Do you not think
Yeah.
City, like, especially when it comes to 5 subs next year, is it not just a bit unfair?
It
Like,
is a little bit
they
unfair.
They are literally like, you remember like back
golf-
playing friendlies, like they are the world 11 against like.
No, it really
Cincinnati.
is. It really is.
Yeah. The gulf in class between the rest of the Premier League and Liverpool and City next year is going to be mental.
Well, we've got Arsenal.
I mean, we're pushing on the door, I reckon. But like the Klopp team the Liverpool team under Klopp
The Klopp
with
team.
the new.
Well, he's just signing a new
the
contract.
Front three of Diaz, Mane, Salah.
Do you do like management posts, like when Klopp signs his new contract?
Sometimes, but I wouldn't prioritize it.
Yeah.
I don't really, because that kind of stuff doesn't really come from agents as such.
Yeah.
It's more like in-house club, and I
Yeah.
don't really work with them kind of people. So I don't know about that first. So not really, no. Sometimes, but not recently.
I want to touch on the tweet.
Yeah,
you had,
I was
please.
going
If
to
you-
bring that up as well, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you go
No,
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I got to find the tweet just so I get it all right.
I sent you it earlier.
Yeah, he sent it to me. So we had his tweet and we discussed it on the live stream the other day.
And this would be interesting to hear the point of view of a person that's
Yeah. So
covered the entirety of world football
there's
transfer.
there's 6 categories.
Okay.
Who is your player of the season? And are we doing Prem
I
or
presume
World Football?
I would say Premier League.
Premier
If we
League.
keep it,
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's going to make us look really stupid if we say world football and then we've missed like a really obvious player.
Have you already done yours?
Well, we did it.
We
but
kind of did it on live stream, but
Yeah.
we're kind of messing around.
player of
at
the
same
season in the Prem. Let's do Premier League.
Okay. This year.
Yeah, it's this season, remember, because it's all done on season now rather than calendar.
Yeah.
Cool. I could give quite a few. I'd love to give an Arsenal player
time.
because I'd love to give Ramsdale.
I think. Well,
I love Ramsdale.
well, I'd say hold some of your answers. Because, let me give you the categories
Yeah,
first.
give me
so
them
you know.
all, yeah, yeah.
So we've got player of the season, flop of the season, most improved, unsung hero, unsung villain, and signing of the season.
And for people listening,
Yeah, let us know-
Watching, comment down below yours as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Yeah.
Actually, no, yeah, it's not Ramsdale player of the season. Even though he's class, I genuinely think my player of the season, I go Diego Jota. I think this season he has single-handedly got Liverpool points when they looked like
You
they
think
wouldn't have anything.
Jota over Salah?
I think Salah's like
that's
one
a
of them
good
players
argument.
where
Though.
you.
There have been occasions where Salah's
I think
ghosted and Jota's
Salah
not.
is one of them players in that team where it's one of them where he's been class and he is always going to be class. It's Mo Salah.
Yeah.
But Diego Jota has got them points this year when they needed it. For them to be competing for that title now is obviously Salah's done the same thing. But Jota's come into that side. He's a bit of an unsung hero. He doesn't get the press or the.
Could have
the
said
stuff
that
other
for-
people don't get.
That is a category. Could have changed.
Is it?
Unsung hero.
And
is a
I
category.
really like Diego Jota, so I'm going to put him up there and say I think he's just going to get better and better.
To be fair to him, he is sitting 4th on top goal scorers for the season.
Was he like 15 or something?
Yalta is on 15.
Yeah.
And this is also in a team where every player can score so many goals.
Yeah.
Also, can we
So-
just mention, I hate to always bring it up, yeah. We're talking about Ronaldo's worst ever season. And he's, Ronaldo Messi, he's 3rd with 16 goals in the Prem.
How many of those are penalties?
You could say that about Salah, man.
But Son's second, and he's not scored a pen.
Son's on 7. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're just saying Ronaldo's worst
That's
season.
pure
is still on
quality. I'm
6.
just saying
Yeah.
the difference. So,
Salah's on 22. It's Mane, Jota, and Salah are top 5.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's just the Liverpool front three are just absolutely.
I just
on
think they
fire.
work so well together. And
Saka's
yeah,
on 8. Saka's in 8 on 11 on 11.
mad.
So
But this is just reflective of the quality of Luis Diaz to come into a front
He's
three that's
class,
doing
isn't
that
he?
well
Yeah.
and be like one of,
he's
if not
starting
the most
games.
informed player out of the three of
Yeah,
them, is
yeah.
ridiculous.
So our player of the season is
I go Diego Jota.
Salah.
I'm going to go different and go Kevin De Bruyne because
Fair.
I like him.
Fair.
But obviously, I want to say Salah. But for the
Everyone has
interest of
different opinions.
variance,
For the people viewing on TikTok right now, for the first time in your life, you're seeing Theo Baker with the only normal decision.
Yeah,
the
but
only
if-
one that knows ball.
yeah. But if Man City go on to win the league,
Yeah, I guess
then
so.
it's going to be given to a Man City player.
I think
isn't
it's Salah by clear as day. But anyways, that's just my
I'll
opinion.
give him player of the season if he stays in the Prem.
yeah.
I'll be gutted if he leaves the Prem. So
well,
it is Salah realistically.
yeah, no,
Let's be
I
honest,
agree.
like-
It would be Salah, but I want to just put someone out there and be
Yeah.
like,
KDB, Yalta, Salah. Flop of the season.
oh, okay. God, there could be a few. Lukaku.
That's my
I think that's
It's got to be, hasn't it?
to go from
poor
three
bloke, man.
different player of the
Like,
season
come
to a
on.
universal flop of the season.
And then for there to be
hot.
such a big deal about him coming to Chelsea and all this, I'm going to Chelsea.
I still can't believe his whole like wanting to go back to Inter.
That's the
That is
worst
so
part.
insane.
It's
And they
crazy,
forgave
isn't
him.
I
I'm sorry,
know,
Chelsea
I
fans,
know.
have some fucking guile.
Yeah.
You've just forgiven a guy that says, I want to leave this club and go back to where I came from.
That's the most embarrassing part about flop of the season. It's not the on the pitch flopping part.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he's disrespected the club that he's at.
And they go, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're okay.
Yeah,
We love
yeah.
you still. Fuck off. Go away.
Yeah.
Like, well, you don't want that at your club.
Yeah.
We got rid of Abami who?
Yeah, exactly.
Abami who?
Bummer what?
Abami
Blood clot, yeah.
Sorry, Romelu. It's a no from us. Flop of the season goes to you.
I still think he's a good player.
He destroyed us in the first game of the season.
That's what you know. What when I watched that, I was like, "Holy shit, Chelsea are going to win the Premier
Yeah.
League."
Yeah.
If this guy
he
does
started.
this game,
Well, I hate it because I think I called Chelsea to win the Prem at the start of the season.
I did.
I think I was
And,
close.
and after the first game of the season, you're like, shh. If you look at their squad, Romelu up front, like they got a chance here.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out.
No.
Like, they're in third, they're doing well. They could win FA Cup.
could win it.
Exactly. So flop of the season, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Most improved.
I'm going to still give my answer that I gave before, which was Timo Werner. I think he's gone from being
That's interesting.
a guy that's not really been
Not
that
really
great.
been able to score goals to still
Yeah,
not really been
to
able to
quite
score goals.
But
Integral
to be fair
to
to
how
him, though,
Chelsea-
like, I know he used to get memed and like he couldn't score and stuff, but he would always pop up with assists.
Yeah, he
would
gets
get-
involved. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not
He
a
tries.
fan of Werner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they could replace him and it look like a completely different team. He does do the job. I get what you mean. Like he does help the team,
Yeah.
and he is a good player.
But there's expectation on him now to have a good game, whereas before it was like,
True.
we'll let him play and see what happens.
True.
But now
Try.
it's like, you know he's going to.
Well done, Timo.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? At the start,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, well done. But now it's like, go on, man, get your goal.
Fortnite.
Is that what?
Have you never seen that?
I've not seen
Have
the
you not
clip.
seen the interview?
No,
You've seen the interview,
Yeah,
haven't you,
it's good.
Jamie?
I have, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
very
good. He's so like innocent.
he is. He's
like,
lovable. I like him.
I play Fortnite.
Yeah, and
It's
he's
like,
he's had a lot of media backlash as well. In all honesty, he just tries his best. So I think he's improved.
So I want to give it to someone else, but I would give it.
You gave a good
Odegaard.
one. Oh no, but I think he came in and he was class anyway. I don't think that's
I was actually going to say Odegaard for the simple reason of when he did come and he had moments,
But
but
he's
I watch
consistent.
it now and I think just give him the ball. Like
Yeah.
this guy can
He's the
control
heart, isn't
around
he? He's the
midfield.
heart at the
Like,
moment, everything.
Yeah,
He's
he's become the most important player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
without
I
a
genuinely
doubt.
think Odegaard potentially.
Okay, but the one you gave on the stream was good, which was Jolinton,
Yeah.
which is a good one.
Well, he's changed position.
Yeah, exactly. That's Eddie Howe though.
Yeah, I think that's he's definitely with the shout.
Yeah.
100% in with the shout. But for me, most improved, I'll give it to Martin Odegaard.
Very nice.
And that's not as an Arsenal fanboy. It's just if you look at him at the start of the season compared to now, the consistency of high level performances is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I say the same with Odegaard because you watch back him at the beginning and when he came, it's just like seeing how confident someone is on the ball.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
now
yeah.
he gets it and
Now
he
he grabs
looks
the
up
game.
and he can see everything and he's controlled and
Yeah.
he really does run that area. So
He does, yeah.
I was going to say Odegaard, and that for me, probably saying it because I'm an Arsenal
Yeah.
fan, but yeah, for me it definitely is
Yeah.
Odegaard.
Makes sense. I like it.
Unsung hero.
Ooh.
Ramsdale.
But then I think maybe he's actually signing of the season.
It's so difficult.
And look,
Oh, Joel Matip.
yeah, we said that, didn't we?
Yeah, Joel Matip was a good one.
Because he's done a really good job.
When you're in a defence of Van Dijk, Robertson, and Trent, and you hold your own every
Yeah, I
game.
guess
Is
That
that
is
not
quite a good
disrespect on
one.
Matip?
No, but I mean, it's still difficult.
He's
to
not on their
be-
level, let's face it, but he's holding his own.
I think he's up there. I think if you take him out of that team, he probably doesn't do as good in a different system. But
Yeah, but that's my point. He's not on their level. If you take Van Dijk out of that team and whack him in Southampton's defence again, he's going to be the best defender on the pitch. But if you put Matip in their defence, you think, is he going to be as good? Probably not.
yeah, but given how good Liverpool's defence is, but maybe Alisson then. Maybe Alisson for unsung hero because I don't think he gets enough credit.
I think maybe David De Gea.
Okay.
To be fair,
Bar Ronaldo, he's been their best player.
yeah.
The amount of times he saved them.
Yeah,
you-
but
yeah.
a lot of the problems do stem from his inability to use his feet though.
Declan Rice.
Good shout.
But he's going to get one
It's not unsung, though,
Yeah,
is it?
he's
That's
going to
the
be
problem.
he's literally one of the best players in the
Yeah,
league.
he's going to be bought for 150 million. That's not really...
Unsung hero. That's Weghorst? My boy
Absolutely
Wout?
not. No chance.
You're not like my boy Wout?
Dan Burn.
Dan fucking Burn.
That's a great one.
Revolutionised
That would be a
Newcastle's
great
defence,
Yeah, you know
mate.
what? I'm going Dan Burn.
There you go.
I'm going Dan Burn. My man, Dan Burn.
Yeah, love it.
I feel like that's a pretty solid one, Dan
So
Burn.
who's your unsung hero?
I think Matip's not a bad shout, to be fair. I could probably back that. But
They're
then I
all
could,
centre-backs, aren't they?
I
You
think,
don't get credit.
or like you say, a keeper, because
Yeah.
they very easily can go under the radar. Like, De
can.
Gea is a great shout as well, because Man United have been absolutely battered sometimes this season, but he's kept them in games like
He's also
so
lost
much.
in the Europa League final.
Yeah.
Orcs. Was it like
That makes-
12 pens taken and he misses the only one?
Yeah.
And didn't save one.
That's the worst
Oh, it's
part.
so
like, he
bad,
didn't
isn't it?
save any.
That's
I
crazy.
just-
That it had to happen.
I remember watching that. I watched it around Chippos and he was in tears, bless him.
Even what's the Villarreal keeper's name? Was it
Asenjo?
was it? I thought it was Rulli. Wasn't it Rulli?
Don't know.
He scored a worldie.
Not
penalty.
Solomon Kalou.
Eee.
Anyways, unsung hero is...
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go Matip.
I'll go Matip.
I'll go man like Dan Burn.
It is really.
Rulli, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Unsung villain.
I've already got mine. Kepa. Arrizabalaga.
Yeah, Kepa's just there, going under the radar.
Yeah. Well, he lost them a bloody cup title.
Don't worry, boys.
He came on.
Oh, come on.
Missed every single penalty. He palmed one of them with
Oh, it's similar to David De Gea,
Yeah,
isn't it?
with Poppadom hands into the back of the net and then just skied the penalty.
Wait, maybe David De Gea did save a pen in the Europa League and we were just thinking about Kepa. But either way, Kepa, man, you've got to sort your shit out. You can't be... I still think it is absolutely outrageous that they took Mendy off, who had been in the AFCON final,
Yeah.
won it, been Champions League final. He is your keeper. He's warm. He's ready. He's game. You know, I feel like when you come on as a sub, you're not caught up to speed. If you've been playing the whole game, he's in the zone. He's a professional keeper. He can save penalties. You've brought on someone who's cold, who apparently
cold.
He is. You brought on someone
Wembley's
who
cold.
You talk about Kepa had been learning the penalties of their previous pens and still dives the wrong way.
That's what I find really annoying.
Like I think
have
it was Salah or someone had put his spot Pennington last 5 in that same place, and
Yeah.
for that penalty he put it in that place, and he kept us dive the wrong way.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. 5 minutes of research before you walk out there.
Even the Van Dijk pen,
Yeah, he stands in
he
the corner.
stood in the corner, and Van Dijk has gone, all right,
But then you get a
and
million.
he's put it in the corner he stood at,
Yeah.
and he hasn't saved it.
Then you get a million TikToks of Liverpool fans being like, Van Dijk's ice cold. Sticking
Van
it in the-
Dijk could have rolled it in the other corner and it would have gone
Yeah,
in.
it's true.
Unbelievable. I vote Kepa still. I'm not having it.
Kepa's not a bad shout.
Sorry.
There's so many that I'd love to just go out and be like, they've had a terrible season. There's so many, but most of them are pretty all over social media. But for me, even though it is completely sung everywhere, I just put Maguire.
I knew that was coming.
It is,
I
it's
know,
sad,
I know
isn't
it's sung everywhere, but for me, I just cannot understand this situation.
Do you know what?
He's got an injury now.
He's out.
It's,
Well,
it's apparently out for the year.
I don't know about that. I think they're
every single
protecting
video
him.
I see of him online is people taking the piss out of
Yeah.
him.
Do you know
Even
what
from
I think
Man United
happened?
accounts.
I,
It's ridiculous.
I think because he's probably listened to it, and I think when he walks in that dressing room, when he walks on the pitch, he probably feels like he doesn't actually deserve to be there. So he's probably looking around his dressing room saying, I'm the captain, but you've got Ronaldo. I was like, do I deserve this? He's probably lacking so much confidence that he feels like he's just the whole thing is undeserved.
Yeah,
and he shouldn't be there.
I could back that because I noticed when he scored the other day, like a couple of weeks ago, he celebrated like.
Well, he scored for England and went like this to his home crowd.
Yeah, but they booed him before the game. I was like, that is outrageous.
No, different game though, wasn't it?
Oh, well, even so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Maguire, even though everyone knows about it, but
Yeah.
I just cannot believe it, to be honest.
He's going through I can't even imagine what he's going through right now. He's had fucking bomb threats.
Yeah.
It's not that deep,
Yeah.
United. He's not Maguire's not the result, not the root of
Well,
your
Oh, it's
problem.
not all him.
No,
without
absolutely
a
not.
doubt.
Well, you took him out of the United team and we scored in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Like the United fans need to no offense, like you got to sort yourself out. Like some of the stuff that has been said about him is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like it's actually embarrassing.
Yeah.
There are some actual weirdos out there.
Yeah.
Like he's not the root of your problem. If you want to direct hate, direct it to the Glazers.
Yeah.
They're the result of your problem. Put that on TikTok.
Make them TikToks.
It will go. It will go. Well,
Signing of the season.
Signing of the season.
Oh, Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale. He
100%.
single-handedly
Yeah.
changed this team.
Yeah,
I listened to the podcast with him, and he said a similar situation as when he was at Bournemouth. He came in, and Arteta said to him and Leno, and I guess Kevin Magnussen.
yeah, Kevin Magnussen.
Nice, Formula One.
And he has a name like that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Runarsson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sounds about right.
And he said, "Look, there's no number one. You two, you three, I guess. Fight it out."
You
Magnussen.
too. You're an F1 driver, so you're not taking part.
He said, "There's no number one, and number two. Away you go."
Yeah.
And it took Ramsdale was thinking, you know what? It might take me a year, it might take me 18 months. I'll fight for my place. It took him 3 weeks.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, but it's the manner in which he's like come into the
just
role
come in
as
and-
well. Like
it's-
the shithousery from him, I love him. Like he plays for the badge, he loves it.
Yeah.
Rattles fans.
Yeah, I love
Does
it.
everything
That's
a
the
good
best,
keeper
innit, when you
does.
see the videos
Yeah.
of him.
Do you mean the shit against Leicester?
Huh?
He turned around, he was like, oh, shit.
Oh,
And he
yeah,
joined
yeah,
in,
yeah.
Well, he did, who did we score a penalty against recently? I can't remember.
United?
No, but the game before that, I think it was Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was at the Chelsea.
Saka.
Yeah, Saka scored a penalty at the Chelsea game when he ran over to the Chelsea like faithful and was like, "Oh."
It's like Vardy, isn't he?
Yeah, literally.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Signing, is he a unanimous signing of the season?
I'd put forward Luis Diaz as well, but
Yeah, for
that was
for
January.
3 months.
That was-
Yeah, if he's class.
of the
don't get me
entire
wrong.
season, I think Ramsdale's the
You could have said Coutinho for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah.
for the first 2 weeks he was there.
Yeah, Ramsdale was so cheap as well. And when he came in, when it was all on socials, because we were posting about it, it was all backlash, even from Arsenal fans. Like every comment was like, "What a waste of money! Why would we sign him? We don't need him." So that's
He's
another
been
thing that
relegated
makes
back
me-
to back.
He was getting.
Yeah,
he,
that's
he,
another
where's he,
thing.
he was at Sheffield United, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were blocking his transfer for a long time. They were blocking his transfer for a long time, saying no.
It was because he was so good.
And he refused to play a game.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
refused to play the first game of the season. And after that, they're like,
Got no choice really.
yeah, we've got no choice. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been told he's going to be Arsenal's number one, and he's come in and done it perfect.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
he's-
So
who
proud
else?
of
I
him.
think he'll be England's number one.
Yeah, oh, he's got to be.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this on the way here. I was thinking whoever he'll be England's number one. It doesn't make sense to me if he's not, to be honest.
I think
If Everton go down as well, it can't be Jordan
I think Pickford will leave Everton if he goes down. He'll go to somewhere else in the Prem.
Where do you reckon he goes?
Newcastle.
Where do you reckon he goes?
Newcastle's not a bad shout. I don't think Everton will go down.
I agree, but yeah.
But-
It'd be sad if they did.
Yeah. Oh, if Everton go down, it's going to be a mad transfer window. All their players
Yeah,
are
they
going to
gotta
go
go.
somewhere.
Charlton goes,
400 million
Calvert-Lewin
debt.
goes, Allen goes.
Yeah.
Everyone goes.
Mm.
I think I get the whole Pickford England thing. You know, when he puts an England shirt on, similar to Maguire, he turns into like prime Dida. But I think for long term, you know, Ramsdale's what 23.
Yeah,
I think
Ramsdale's
you have to
young.
just start feeding him in the England side now. He's our keeper for good 10 years.
Yeah.
Like potentially, like
Exciting times,
potentially,
yeah.
it
It's
is.
really exciting times for Arsenal with such a young squad.
Yeah.
They just need to spend a little bit of money, fill them gaps, and get top four this year. That's
Where do you
so
reckon
key.
the gaps are? 'Cause we've seen
for a
that
long time. it
fullback
was-
is a
yeah,
big
yeah,
issue.
yeah. Could do with a replacement there. For a long time, the whole defense was an issue. So the
Yeah.
fact that the defense looks a lot more solid, maybe just bring in some spares, players that can get game time. I mean, it worked well for Arsenal this year. Realistically, that we went out of the cups. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
needed
it's
that.
true.
We needed
It
that.
did, didn't
And Europe.
Yeah.
It's like,
Did it on
like
purpose.
a full,
Yeah, it was
You know
planned,
what?
obviously.
Arteta knew what he
Arteta
was doing.
masterclass.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably fullback with some replacements there. A centre mid for me as well.
Yeah.
Also, because they're saying about Odegaard being captain next year. What do you think about that?
Well, he's already had the
Yeah, he
armband for
did
the
it
last few
armband,
years.
didn't
Captain
he?
for Norway.
See, there's a bit of me that likes the thought of him being captain because when he's on the ball, I'm confident and I like watching it and he can pick the play. But there's still a little bit of me that thinks, I think Arsenal need to bring in like a centre mid who's going to hold the whole field, the whole team respect him, love him, want to play for him, like believe in him. And I don't know if Odegaard could, I think
Ramsdale?
someone could be a better, yeah, Ramsdale's quite outspoken.
Yeah.
Um,
I still think behind closed doors, Xhaka is the captain.
yeah, this is what I mean.
But
know
that's
what I mean?
what you need. Isn't it? It's like
You need leadership
you
in the
need
dressing room.
if Odegaard could somehow fuse with Xhaka, that's
Yeah.
the perfect captain
Yeah.
that we'd have.
Maybe I just feel like Odegaard might be a bit quiet.
Yeah.
And then maybe I've got the complete wrong impression. But I don't mind him being captain. He's class. Odegaard can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he is unreal.
Yeah. So before we do the quiz, I want to move away from football a little bit and touch on F1.
Let's do it.
Well, we can do it seamlessly because Lewis Hamilton has just put a bid in for Chelsea ownership.
And Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you think of that?
Okay,
Are you a fan of it?
But did you see he got interviewed about it?
Yeah,
You're an Arsenal fan.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, my sister used to punch me," but said I supported that. Yeah. Well, he is very openly an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
But I think it probably is just love for sport. I mean, if I was that rich and I was an Arsenal fan and I had the chance to buy Man United, to be honest, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Like, because you could bring in the players you wanted. It would be like playing Football Manager.
Or you could sell everyone and buy in shitters. And then Arsenal will go on
Inside
top.
job. Yeah.
No, yeah, I can see the backlash from his point of view, being an open Arsenal fan and that happening. But if it happens, it happens. I think it would be great to have a crossover of sports and have someone that loves sport.
Yeah.
Two people that love sport, like involved in the process, is going to be good for the club.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know whether it will happen, but
Do you think Hamilton's the best F1 driver of all time?
interesting because I actually put out a video yesterday where I said the best F1 driver on the grid currently is Verstappen, and I got so much backlash for it because everyone was like, "How is there a 7-time world champion on the grid?" And everyone's
But at the same time, it's at this current time.
yeah, of all time, yes, only just. I mean, Schumacher was insane.
Years ago, yeah.
But when you look at Hamilton's records, they are miles above.
Yeah.
We did a stat the other day, and I think it was about like pole positions, and Hamilton has like double the amount of poles in like half the races or something like that.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, I think
I think he gets so much. I don't get. I know he's now a Sir.
Yeah,
But I don't get why he is not considered one of the greatest British athletes of all time.
I think he is.
No, but he gets so much shit.
I reckon I feel like motorsport's only just getting the like coverage publicly that other sports have got. To be honest, I think it's all from Drive Survive.
Yeah.
Social media's only just started picking up
I agree.
on Formula One, and now they will start getting that accolade and that respect. But yeah, he is arguably one of the greatest sportsmen of English of all time, because
he is.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
To be able to do that many times, that won't happen again now. You'll never see someone win it because the field's too close.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was lucky that Mercedes was so good, but it's not going to happen again.
We'll just look at Ferrari at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing bits.
Well, I'm a Red Bull fan, so.
I was going to ask what.
Yeah, well, I don't really support anyone. I just like the race, to be honest.
Yeah.
I also like Haas a lot because they got no money, so I find it
So
funny.
you actually
Like Gunter.
like Christian Horner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I do, because he was the first person I ever met in
really?
the Formula One world. Yeah, I ended up going to some charity event and he was just there. And
What's
sat
he
on
like
the
as a
table
person
with
off
me.
camera?
He seems all right.
Well, I said hello, Christian, and I wore a Red Bull t-shirt under my shirt because I wanted to get a photo of him when I was wearing it. First thing he said to me is, "Your t-shirt's out of date."
Oh no way!
And I was like, "Oh my god!" It was
Was he saying it serious or as a joke?
I think he was being serious. I was like, "You're Christian." I was literally like, "Christian, can I get a photo?" And you've just gone. He was like, "Yeah, sure. Your t-shirt's out of date."
You know what, that might genuinely be like
he
the
didn't
standard
laugh or didn't do anything.
The standard he upholds.
But that's what I'm saying. He's a team principal, right? So he's that meticulous in everything that he does. It's probably just in his brain to be like, "Oh, okay."
Lighten up, Christian.
Yeah. Maybe.
Did you get the photo though?
Oh, I got the photo.
With the outdoor.
And to be fair, we're trying to get him on the podcast, so maybe.
I think he would be very interested to talk. Do you know how much he's worth? I'll give one for you. Here's one for you. Who is worth more, Jerry Halliway or Christian Horner?
Halliwell.
I wouldn't know. I don't even know his surname.
Spice Girl.
Ginger Spice.
Spice or Christian Horner?
I'd say Jerry Halliwell.
To be honest, it might show online as Jerry.
Do you know the answer? Or
Yeah, I do,
okay.
yeah.
It might show online as Jerry, but I'd be surprised if now, like updated figures, it wasn't Christian.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the contracts and everything in it now have just skyrocketed.
So Jerry Halliwell is worth 40 million,
Yeah.
give or take. Christian Horner, 50.
Oh, it's close then.
Well, they're
So
rich.
yeah, that's a 90
They're doing
million
all right.
pound couple.
They're doing all right. Do you know? Guess what his salary is?
I don't know, 10, 12 million.
Yeah, 10 million.
10 million.
Is it?
10
Unreal. I know nothing about Formula
10
One
million.
either.
10 million.
Well, he's got
That's
an
more than some
important
drivers
job.
on
They
it.
do have
Yeah,
a
but
very.
think about race winnings.
They have a very intense job.
Yeah.
Like after seeing it and learning about it, like I have, it's intense. seriously intense. And it's almost harder to deal with a smaller team sometimes. In football, you're dealing with so many people. Sometimes you can like put your problems off to them in a way of everyone's working together.
He can't really delegate. He's the guy that has to do everything and make sure it all goes through.
No, it's a hard job. And they're always traveling the world. But that's strenuous enough.
Yeah. Away a lot of time. Well, I see Jerry always goes with him now, doesn't it? But what about the poor children?
They're probably in private school or something.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sure they're fun.
Boarding school.
Sure, Christmas is still fun.
Yeah. What's been your favourite thing about this journey you've taken with Pit Stop?
Well, it was starting from knowing nothing as fans and then learning, and we were sat on the balcony in my flat like 2 weeks ago. Like, imagine in a couple of years we can get on Sky Sports, and we go out to our first ever race, and we end up on Sky Sports.
Literally last week.
It just got back, so I was like, this is going swimmingly well. I couldn't ever imagine this to happen, but I hate cars. I'll say that openly to anyone. I love Formula One, but I hate cars.
What about cars? Don't you like? Why?
I think more like I don't like the thought of. This is that horsepower. This is that. This boot's that big.
You're just not that nerdy about.
I just don't care about cars. I don't know anything about my car. People ask me questions about my car. I don't know. I just like the race. I'm a competitive person.
Yeah.
I want to make everything a race or a game, and I love
So you
that.
must be loving the new sprint introduction then.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of sprints.
Yeah.
When we went out to Imola and it was a sprint weekend, I was like, this is unreal. 3 days, like qualifying, sprint, and race.
Yeah.
It was very wet.
But it's better for just general entertainment.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But a lot of F1 fans who've been watching for years aren't
course.
keen on it. But I don't understand why. But
well, they've done it off the back of the success of like last year, surely, or was it coming in anyway?
I'm not. I don't know anything about Formula One.
We'll get it
I'm like
checked,
2
but I mean,
months or 3 months in.
But the fact that how the season ended so close,
it
has to be a contributing factor to.
Yeah, I think there's 3 this year. There's definitely one in Brazil, and then there's one somewhere else. And then they'll probably just keep changing it to try and make it better and better. Because ultimately, I can see why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because it can still get a bit like dead and boring, like in the middle of the race, like when you're watching an actual race. So I think they want to involve as much as they can, like the short and quick and entertaining. But
just dominate the whole week.
I do have some breaking news.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's pretty sad breaking news, actually.
what?
Mino Raiola died.
What?
He's dead after illness.
You are joking.
He's just died today.
He's just passed away. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are joking.
No, legit. Obviously, he was the
about
agent
40
of
minutes ago.
Pogba, Ibra, Haaland.
Haaland, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
No,
but
you've just put a serious grey cloud over the entire podcast.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's all good. That's pretty mental, actually.
You got to say, yeah. I seen a comment. You have to he was. Not everyone liked him. We get it, but you can't deny he was one of football's most influential agents.
Big time.
He changed the game with so many big players.
Yeah.
What in that scenario then? What happens with players going into like next season and stuff? They just try and get another
looked
agent.
like
He'll
have a
own the company, and there'll be a lot of other.
Yeah.
Apparently, his son is going to take over his company.
Okay.
So
Well, do you reckon that'll affect the Haaland transfer then to City?
Probably not.
Probably
But
not.
that is very sad.
Have you ever
Wow.
done work with him or like?
No, I've done work with people like from his management, like heard about news and stuff. I've never spoke to him directly, but wow, that is. I was not expecting you to say that. Wow.
Yeah, I know. But a bit of a down on the show.
We were doing really well.
Yeah.
It was, you know.
Right, you know what? From here, we've got to cheer things.
Yeah,
back
let's
up.
cheer things back up. Come on, Jay.
But yeah,
quiz it up.
RLP.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
he changed
genius.
the face for agents and did an incredible job. But that's really sad. But yeah, what's this quiz about? Because
So
It's a football quiz. Questions out of 5. The leaderboard's up there. If you see any names that you'd like to beat, let us know.
I'm rubbish at this kind of stuff.
Calfreezy got 1.
I'm no good at this.
So-
don't you worry about this.
Imagine I come on here as someone who does all this with football and get dead last.
Well, I mean,
No,
I
you
only
get
do
one.
transfers.
one of them's true or false. So you should.
Oh, is it just true or false?
Yeah.
Only one of
Oh,
the
that's
questions.
right,
There's
Only
a
one of the
50%
questions.
chance
God.
of coming away with 0.
Hit us with it, Jay.
Cool.
Doggy dog.
Okay, so question number 1 is: in Leicester City's title-winning season, who was the most expensive player in their starting 11? So that means the highest transfer fee they paid.
They paid.
Is it A, Jamie Vardy, B, Shinji Okazaki, C, N'Golo Kante, or D, Robert Hoof?
Oh, I think
I know the answer to this.
Am I answering all these?
It's
yeah?
your quiz, but we
Well,
like to
it's
get
not
involved.
Vardy because they paid $1 million.
They made they paid $1 million for
from Fleetwood.
I think I know the answer.
wasn't Kante like 300 grand?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he
him
was
and
quite
Mahrez
cheap as
came
well.
to like 800k total.
What are they again?
So the options are Jamie Vardy,
Yeah.
Okazaki, Kante, or Robert Hoof.
Okazaki.
Didn't he come from like Brighton or something?
I just can't remember Hoof at all. I can't remember.
I
would say
think it is Hoof.
I would
That's what
say
makes
Robert
me want to
Hoof,
say
he's
him because I
would say
can't
him
think of
because he's a
anyone else.
Premier League player.
Stoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. Let's go. Yeah,
Robert Hoof?
The answer is Okazaki.
I was gonna say
Is that
Okazaki.
the 50-50
From
as
where?
well?
How much?
I can't remember. I haven't got where, but he was 7 million.
Yeah.
I can give you. Vardy was 1 million. Okazaki 7 million. N'Golo Kante was 5.6 million. And Robert Hoof was 3 million.
He signed from Mainz. And you know what? He'd bagged 27 goals in 65 appearances.
Do you want to know a fun fact? Obviously, you look at the teams now, like Liverpool and City. I think City's team's worth like what, 950
Wasn't
million?
Leicester worth like 10 mil or something?
22.25 million was their in total.
That's less than
ridiculous.
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, because Mahrez was like 500k, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he won Player of the Year.
That's mad.
You'll never see that ever again. Ever again. You'll
Not
never see it.
now the current climate's
You'll
getting
never
bigger
see
and
it
bigger.
ever again.
Well, Newcastle will be the next one, but they've got
But just
they've got a war chest.
Yeah, exactly. So 0 out of 1 across the
That
board.
is a terrible.
Smiliest
setup.
man in football, people said about Okazaki. He'd score and always go.
He's just always happy.
Always
But
smiling.
Isn't Kante?
Exactly, yeah. So
Maybe it's just a Leicester thing.
that's what I'm saying. Around that club, the ambiance must have just been like, everyone's just. Carry on, sorry.
That's all right. Question number 2. Can you name Arsenal's last 5 captains?
That's a lot, mate. Jeez.
If you struggle,
what's
I'll
from
take
now?
if you get 3.
Including like Aubameyang.
Can I just do anyone that's been a captain of any games?
The last 5 that we've had.
Official.
Official.
Oh,
Official.
we're going
That's the
officials,
problem, yeah.
Let's do the last 3.
If you want to do the last 3.
Yeah,
do the
5
last 3.
quite a lot.
Well, Xhaka,
Yeah, that's
There's
one.
one.
Aubameyang,
Yeah, Auba got one.
and Xhaka. There's probably someone
I know,
so
I
obvious
think I
that I'm
know.
missing here. Xhaka, Aubameyang, and
Bummer who? Bummer what? Bummer clue. Bummer blood clot.
this is terrible from an Arsenal fan. This is shocking.
I think I know who it is.
Well, there's
It's
5.
because I've got to give the official one.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the hard bit about it. Okay.
I think of Troy. Who does Brad Pitt fight? Who's the defender of Troy?
Was he club captain?
Yeah,
I don't think he was.
he was.
Was he?
He was.
I still don't even know who you mean.
Zip it. I wasn't going to tell him the name.
Oh my word. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Go on, say it, because I think he was.
I don't know. I think it's Xhaka, Aubameyang, Bellerin,
No, Bellerin was
Nah,
a club- no, I don't think
I
so.
really can't think of that.
Mertesacker.
Mertesacker
Yeah,
is
that's a
one,
good
yeah.
shout.
Leno.
Sorry?
Leno.
No.
couldn't tell you.
The other 3 options were, so you could have had Per Mertesacker, Mikel Arteta,
I was going to say Arteta, yeah.
or Laurent Koscielny.
I would have got.
So it didn't have to be in order.
No. You
Oh.
didn't have to get it in order.
I got
If you
Arteta in my head, but I wouldn't have got Koscielny.
Yeah, Koscielny, I wouldn't have said it. But
Fair
that's what I didn't think Hector is one of those that
Hector!
he like filled in a gap, right?
Hector!
Right, this isn't.
But you
going
could have
well at
said,
all.
well, if we'd have gone any captain, it's like Tierney,
Odegaard.
Yeah, I
Lacazette.
thought we were going in order.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got him
Do you not
anyway.
remember when Koscielny left, the uproar of the fact that
He was
he
captain.
did that video
With the shirt.
and he was our current captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So-
horrendous.
Yeah.
But we've always had problems of that being a thing where.
Van Persie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cheers, Robin. Anyways,
Question number 3.
He's getting involved with United, isn't he? Crazy.
Who scored the winner in Arsene Wenger's last game as Arsenal manager?
Wow, these are hard.
you really are trying to embarrass us today, aren't you?
You guys are telling me it's too easy.
Can you tell us who we were against?
Huddersfield
Huddersfield.
away,
In what year?
2018. To be fair, these are the things you should be trying to piece together yourselves.
Why would we supposed to remember that?
Yeah, it was against Huddersfield away, 2018. It was 1-0.
Part of me is just thinking maybe.
I have no idea, so it's going to take a complete guess.
Yeah.
Iwobi.
Ozil.
Yeah, I was thinking Mesut.
Aubameyang.
Oh, brilliant. Well,
Obama
good. About who? Don't know that
This
one.
quiz is hard.
Yeah, this is hard, mate. It's very hard.
Next one's a true or false. So
Okay, we might have a bit of hope.
But you're on one.
No, I'm on none.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Bear
sorry.
in mind, you got to remember. So, who got 5 recently? Boovy got 5.
Boovy
And
got
it's-
5.
Honestly, it was like, what is 1 + 1?
I'm adding that to the Theo Baker bingo at this
It
rate.
is.
Just
Just
get slandered
say
every
that.
time now.
What is 1 + 1?
Question number 4. True or false? 3-time Formula 1 World Drivers' Champion Niki Lauda was once the owner of FC Augsburg.
Well, I find it like weird bringing up something so specific.
But that's what he
But I
does.
feel like after these first questions, that could be a
That's what he
complete
does.
trick.
It could be one of them ones where he's changed the name.
Yeah.
He likes to say a fact, but then change either the club or the person it's about.
He does do that, but I think it's true.
Fuck it, I'll go true.
False.
It's false.
Go on, give us the real fact. You didn't
Go on
make it
then,
up.
what's the change?
There is one. I just made it up.
Wow, fair play.
you know, there's nowhere saying that he ever owned a football club. But
That's
also,
real quizmaster.
Also,
skillish
he's
right there.
Austrian, and Augsburg's a German team, so it wouldn't really make sense.
We're level with Ben Foster.
Oh, that'll do me.
Yeah.
How many have I got left? 1. So if
This
I
is my
get,
favourite. This is my
if I
favourite
get this
question.
right, I'll be okay.
Dogden.
This won't be so bad.
This is my favourite part of the
I
quiz.
should have got Aubameyang and the captains. That's embarrassing.
Question number 5 is
Got it.
There's another check.
classic. Yeah.
So this is a who am I?
All right.
So, who am I? A young Manchester City fan. I actually spent my longest time at Arsenal, signing from Stoke City in 1988, and won my first of 4 First Division / Premier Leagues with them that season. I also had stints at Burnley, Chester City, and Bury. I scored 28 goals for Arsenal in the 616 games I played for them, and I went on to become a well-known football pundit.
I think I know who it is. I think I genuinely know who it is because you said Burnley. I know exactly who it is.
Started their career at Burnley.
Yeah, I know who it is. But it's interesting though because I know somebody who knew them as a kid. But they weren't from
Burnley.
Burnley.
They're not necessarily from Burnley.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah,
could
just,
just
I know who
wow.
it is. I know who it is.
I ain't got a clue. Can I hear it again?
yeah. A young Manchester City
I know.
fan.
I think I know.
I spent my longest time at Arsenal, signing from Stoke City in 1988. Won my first of 4 First Division / Premier Leagues with them that season. I also had stints at Burnley, Chester City, and Bury. I scored 28 goals for Arsenal in the 616 games I played for them, and went on to become a well-known football pundit.
No, say the answer if you think it's right.
All right. Well, okay.
Who do you think it is?
I thought Keown.
Well, I see you say an answer first.
I ain't got one, mate. I haven't got one at all. I've got
maybe
no
Pundit.
idea.
Remember they're a pundit now.
That's what I was thinking.
I think it's Paul Merson.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you... It's not either of those.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
It's not either of those. See, if you think maybe one more guess, I'll be generous.
How about
No, he's not a pundit.
that? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I can't imagine where they're a pundit.
The guys I'm
That's-
thinking of is he's not a pundit anymore.
I can't think of anyone who's a pundit. That's
like
what's
Charlie
tricking
Nichols,
me.
but then hang on. Okay, let's stop this. Let's think about this for a second.
But then could they be? Can I ask? Could they be a pundit on like another channel to like Sky? Could it be like BBC
Is it
or
just
something?
Sky.
Yeah, they could be another channel. They could be...
26 goals and 600 appearances.
That makes me think this.
Oh, I know who it is. I got it. I got it.
Have you?
Yep.
No. Well, you said you got it last time.
He'll be a very familiar voice for some.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
put it out
It's-
there.
I know. It's Lee Dixon.
It is Lee Dixon.
Fuck.
Oh, I never would have got that.
Well
I
done.
never. That's quality. I
was
never
gonna
would
put-
have
I
got that.
forgot he's a commentator, isn't he? But yeah,
Oh, what is he? I didn't even know. he
Baker strikes
commentated.
again.
that was
Well,
good.
Well done.
That's going to be embarrassing with the one next to it.
What can I say? When it comes to who am I, there's no one better in the game. I don't know what happens. There's some form of like Google in my head. I reach from the dark depths of the brain. The dark depths of the brain. Fixtures.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fixtures. So we need to work out. So it's going to be for
Do you watch a lot of football out of interest?
I used to watch every single game, but over the last couple of months, I've
So you
been
don't
so
have time,
focused
do
on
you?
F1, I haven't really had the time. But I do watch obviously every Arsenal game.
Yeah,
And on Arsenal weekends, I'll watch the games before and after. I do watch a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know because
but not enough time to watch how
generally
he
quite busy, so I wasn't sure if you'd like catch games or.
Is this for
Yeah.
game week 36?
35?
36.
Oh, because we're doing next week's.
36.
All right, fine.
Big games.
It's Man United Chelsea tonight. Wow.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, is
It
that
is.
tonight?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's got Chelsea win all over it.
I hope so.
So game week 36.
You reckon I'm going 1-1?
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Just put it out there in case it happens.
So we're looking at the 7th of May. Game week
Yeah.
36. Do you play FPL?
Yeah, I did. I started to the beginning of the season. Nothing.
Then
I got
failed
too
off,
busy
yeah,
with,
classic.
If I was winning, I probably would have carried on.
First game of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We got Brentford at home to Southampton.
No early kickoff. It's interesting.
No one to back anymore. Brentford at home to Southampton.
Southampton win for me.
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of Ward-Prowse.
Yes, so am I.
Massive brand.
Except when I put him in my FPL and he doesn't score and I take him out and he scores.
That's always the way.
Ward-Prowse.
That's always the way.
Yeah,
Who you going for?
yeah. Southampton, but not good recently, have they? So I'm thinking a draw, maybe.
I think Brentford, home win.
Yeah.
2-1.
That's yeah.
You
that's
said
right,
draw, you say Southampton, I'll say Brentford.
Yeah.
Burnley against Villa.
I think Burnley have accepted it's over.
Do you think?
I think Villa. Or a draw. I don't know. I think
I'm going to go Burnley, man.
Do you reckon?
Turf Moor's
Ben me for
difficult.
manager of the month.
Yeah, again.
I think
It'll be a different month.
I think a draw.
Okay.
All right, and I'll go Villa.
Villa.
Burnley.
Chelsea at home to Wolves. I think Chelsea.
Yeah.
I say draw.
Draw.
I think Chelsea will fall apart towards the end of the season now. I just got a feeling.
To be fair, as soon as they secure third in their minds, they've got nothing else to contribute. And this is
Arsenal
actually
can still catch them.
this is before they have the FA Cup final as well, isn't it? So that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. I still think Chelsea will win.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to go Chelsea.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace are at home to Watford.
Palace for me.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been quite impressed with Palace over the last couple of weeks.
I think Vieira's doing a really good job.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's doing a really good job, yeah.
But I mean, you say that, and yet they're still only in 14th.
But I think he's building something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But that's why
There's
I
a mentality shift at Palace.
That's what I find funny is that people go, you know what, Palace has done really well this season, and then other teams like.
But if you look at their squad, like you've got Conor Gallagher, Eze, Zaha, Eduardo. Other than that, shit. Huh?
What did you say? What? Didn't hear what you said.
Like Palace, like they don't have a great squad, barring like
Okay.
3 or 4 players. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think they're doing all right.
They are. It's just when you look at the actual Premier League table, it wouldn't come across like they're doing as well as people say they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I still
Brighton,
think they'll win.
I think Palace, yeah. Brighton at home to United.
Big win at the Amex for Brighton, that. Big win at the Amex.
You know what? Under the lights.
I back that all day
5
long.
kickoff.
Oh, I could see it happening.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Mopai
Yeah,
could
there you
score a 93rd minute winner, and he'd go like this. What's that?
It's his own crowd.
I'm backing a Brighton win.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll go draw.
Okay, Liverpool at home to Spurs. Big game
Has
for
to
top
be Liverpool.
4.
I can't even think about the thought of Spurs winning that. So Liverpool.
4-1, 4-2, Liverpool.
3-0.
You don't think Spurs score?
No.
They did well against them last time.
Kane and Son, man, they stink.
I go
Kulusevski,
3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm just backing a clean sheet for Trent. I'm going to go Liverpool to win 3-0. Sorry, Spurs. Arsenal need top 4 more than you. Arsenal at home to Leeds.
But that's not a game that they should be winning, though.
They should do well in that. I think they should get a point.
Spurs? Nah.
They better not.
Not
Under
with the
contract, I think
momentum.
they have to up their what they're expected
Yeah,
to
but
do.
Liverpool and City are light years ahead of everybody else, though, aren't they? Arsenal leads, go on. 4-0 Arsenal. Come on.
Yeah, I think it's a beating for Leeds.
Eddie hat-trick.
It's just a must-win.
Every game is right now,
gotta
isn't
be,
it? Yeah.
it's got to be just a performance. I go like 2-1. I reckon there'll be a moment in it where we'll watch him thinking, "Oh my god!"
Luke Aylin's going to pop up with a
Maybe
goal.
it goes
back
like
post.
1-1, and then we win in like the 85th or something.
I think Arsenal win. We have to. We need it. We need it big time. I think 2-0. Leicester at home to Everton.
I don't know, you know.
You keep looking at Everton's fixtures; they can go down.
Yeah, but this is Leicester in the middle of.
I'm going to give that one
final, isn't it?
I give that one a draw, but I don't think Everton.
Yeah.
I say draw.
I'm going to say draw as well. I think Leicester don't really care about anything else apart from the Conference League now, do they?
True. I'm going to back a Leicester win, though.
Okay.
I just don't rate Everton. Sorry, Everton fans. Norwich are at home to West Ham.
I reckon Norwich win this one.
Do you?
Yeah. Because again, West Ham are in the middle of a semi-final at that point.
But Norwich are crap.
Yeah.
But
if they put out a second string team, exactly, West Ham don't have to play for anything at this point.
No, yeah, they definitely won't put out full strength. Probably, I doubt.
Yeah, so West Ham are going to win. Man City are at home to Newcastle. A lot of games this week, by the way. A lot of double game weeks.
Yeah,
it is a double game week. It's the biggest one.
Man City are at home to Newcastle. It's the rich people derby.
Yes, Man City.
The Saudi GP.
Yeah, the GP.
Yeah.
I think City.
Saudi GP.
I think City to win this game.
Do you? Why do you think that?
I don't know. I think they might just be the best team in the world.
Newcastle aren't far off though. They're only a couple of points behind.
Newcastle won their last 4 games. Wow.
Yeah. They're third in the points table in 22.
It's true that. Do that.
Yeah, City 2-0. I don't think it's a thrashing though. I think Newcastle.
I think we'll see a good performance from Newcastle.
Yeah.
It won't be as bad as you would expect.
I agree. And then,
well, they're all playing for their lives, aren't they? In that team, because they know that next year when £500 million comes in,
definitely
we got the biggest game of the week. Liverpool.
The Gerrard derby.
The Gerrard derby. Villa at home to Liverpool.
7-2 like before.
Can Villa stop Liverpool winning the league?
I reckon Coutinho scores in this, but I reckon it's like 4-1.
To Liverpool.
Yeah, and then Coutinho goes.
I would love Coutinho to score.
To all the fans, he's like, and they're like, "Fuck off!" Just ring my Robertson clean sheet.
I think Villa win.
No, you
that
don't.
is brave.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Do you really though?
No, because they're just going to win every game for the rest of the season.
Steven Gerrard.
No.
Villa win this game.
No, that's a Liverpool win for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, moving on. Leeds are at home to Chelsea. Sorry, Leeds, another loss for you.
I reckon Leeds win.
Yeah, that's a loss for Leeds for me.
Really? Leeds win.
Chelsea to win. Leicester at home to Norwich.
That's a Leicester win.
Norwich win.
I think it's a draw.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm going crazy.
In the middle of
Pookie to score.
Nice.
Pookie. Watford are at home to Everton. The relegation battle.
Cool.
0-0.
I think Watford scrape it.
That's a massive game.
It is a big game.
I know. Huge.
I'm going to go Watford as well.
Yeah, Watford scrape it for me.
Yeah.
I'll go Everton. Why not?
Yeah.
Make it different. Spice it up.
You know the last 5 predictions I've predicted Everton to lose all games.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't hate Everton. I want them to stay up, but yeah. Wolves at home to Man City. 6-0 City.
I'm mad you say that. I just looked at that, and that's the game for me. I think City will stumble, and I think Liverpool win the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I was gonna say.
How are they going to win the league? They just lost to Villa.
I think City will lose this.
Really, against Wolves?
They just lost to Villa.
I reckon this is like 1-0 to City.
I think it will be close.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still backing City for this win.
No, I am too, but I don't. It's not. You said 6-0.
I'm going to back Wolves.
Wolves?
If it is 6-0,
So that means
it looks
stick
good.
with it. And then finally, the biggest game, even bigger than the
Spurs
derby.
On his birthday.
North London
It's on your
derby.
birthday.
No, on mine.
On his birthday
yeah.
with his big
31.
guns.
Yeah, 31 years old.
Mad.
Baby.
You're going. You no longer 30. You're early 30s now.
Well, I would be if I was 30 anyway.
That's not.
That's-
I guess you say you're 30, but when you go 31, you say I'm early 30s.
No, because 30 is the earliest.
North
30.
London derby. 3-0 Arsenal.
I reckon this is an absolute goal fest. I think it's
3-2
Arsenal. I think it's going to be a game in the
I
year.
see goals.
Game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Arsenal do win it, but I think there's gonna be goals.
I think 2-2.
2-2.
I want Arsenal to win.
Actually, to be
But
fair, a draw still keeps. That's
I
a
just
good
see
result.
it being
for
a
us
draw.
anyway.
Like, I think both teams, if it does go 2-2 in like 60th minute, both teams are going to be like, do we risk this now?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is so important. We could just draw this and focus on the rest. But I'll go for the win. I'd love Arsenal to win, but 2-2 for me.
I'll go 3-1 Arsenal.
Love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, you Gunners!
It's true. To me. I should be doing that as well, actually.
Yeah, you're on
3-2, I think.
3-2.
Yeah, it'd be a close one. And then Lacquer off the bench to score the winner and be like, oh my God, don't leave. And we'd be like, well, you got to go, mate. We don't want you here anymore. You don't want to be here.
I bet when he
But-
scored that little last minute goal a month ago when it got us 10 points, did you guys want him to stay then? All over Twitter, it was Lacquer gets the goal.
The thing is, I think he's good for the dressing room anyway. But it's
you
not
could see when Eddie scores his goals.
Yeah.
Who's the first one to celebrate him? Lacquer.
exactly.
I agree.
He's
Definitely a mentor
It's
to-
good for the dressing room.
Yeah.
But I think in some way he'll probably think, you know what, I'm probably gonna get more football elsewhere.
But do you think if we secure Champions League football, he'll be like, hang on, this is what I wanted, maybe I just stay.
But then I don't know if he'll even get played.
No, I don't think. If we're going after targets, then I don't.
I think he's had a good career. You know, he is liked at Arsenal.
Yeah,
like he is liked.
Leave on a high.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I think he's good for the dressing room, and I think he's also good to help the younger guys. He's a bit of experience.
He is.
But that's the thing. Like, if you have a look at the squad broadly, we don't really have any of like.
Maybe
the older brothers to everybody. You know?
If he gets us in top 4, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the fixtures done.
All right. Time for the final part of the show. We always like to get people to sign the shirt, mate.
Oh wow!
You actually, you have quite. Do you have match worn shirts and stuff like that? Do you have?
Yeah, I've got collection? In my office. I've got quite a lot. Yeah, actually got loads. I've just acquired.
How do you get? Do you get sent them? Do you buy them?
I got sent a load, and I framed them all the same. There's a few that I've bought. My favourite one is a fully signed 1966 like England World Cup top from a whole squad.
You're joking?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Wow.
I've got some pretty cool ones.
How do you get that?
Like Messi, Ronaldinho, all of them.
Match worn.
No, not match worn, just signed by the whole team.
That's Messi, Ronaldinho. How do you get those? Anyway, you want, yeah?
How do you get the 66 one, man? That's cultural.
I want to know the Ronaldinho one.
Well, I got Rivaldo as well.
What?
Rivaldo's my favourite. And Sheringham, that's cool.
But how did do you buy these or get sent them?
A load I got sent, just from charity things I've worked with.
Yeah.
But yeah, the England one I got sent and I framed it. I can't remember what that was from. It's just from a charity thing that I did. But we get a lot through transfers. You get a lot of things come in. They're like, we do a campaign with you. We give you this shirt. And I'm like, I always go in with, I want the craziest one you've got. And then get it.
They're good collections to have, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Very, very jealous. That's amazing.
Should bring one in and put it in here.
Yeah, if you want it.
Alongside
if you want it, it'll be nice and safe in here.
Quite a lot of them are signed on the back. On the back, but these are all the front.
Yeah, you can turn around. Some of these.
I'll send you what ones I've got because I've got loads not even on my wall. You could actually put one in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Get involved. Man.
Get like one. You should get one of the like retro ones. Like my Rivaldo one's sick. Or like
Pitch Side X transfers.
I'll show you what I got when I. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Right. On that note, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I really appreciate it. I have to come back and do like a live and.
Would love to.
Jump on an Arsenal one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we can all like
be devastated together or be really happy.
Right, come on. We're doing well. We're doing well.
Can you have a few drinks on a live?
Yes.
Yeah, we can have more than a few.
Well, free beers, so yeah.
All right.
I have an endless supply of Heineken Silver. Great beer. Check them out.
Bloody hell. Right, without further ado, that'll be the end of the show. Obviously, guys, check out Jake's Instagram page, transfers, if you haven't already. You've probably already seen it like organically. We don't even need to promote that. Pit Stop, your F1 podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for jumping on this, mate. It's been wonderful to listen to your stories.
Make sure you rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. You know, we want to hit 100K very soon.
I mean, we're flying.
Yeah.
And plenty of live streams to come as well. So get involved and we'll speak to you all again soon. Peace.